Welcome to the sports panel. Oh shit, we're streaming now. So if you guys are checking out our stream, I got to do it different.
Welcome.
Welcome, everybody. This is the sports panel. I am your host, Will. Before you do anything, make sure you like, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Outside of that, we're going to get right into it. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yes, sir.
Starting with me.
Yes, sir.
Puncho. People know me as Puncho. Got the genius ideas. That's it.
I see you, Brandon, bro.
Yeah. You know.
I see that. I fuck with it.
Got the genius ideas.
You already know who it is, Coach Corey. Remember, Coach gonna coach no matter what. To the end, we gonna rock this bad boy.
J Bud.
They call me Marky Mark, I guess.
Marky Mark.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you a who?
Oh, I'm Swill. Yeah.
Right.
I was going to play like some...
Aren't
It's so
you-
hard to say
before
goodbye
we-
or something.
yeah.
Aren't you proud that I don't laugh at
Be
you anymore?
Nah, I'm proud. You came a long way.
Hey, before
like
we
a
get
whole
into
year later.
everything, just remember, hey, we missing two of our starters. We missing our big man. We missing our power forward, Coach Dre, Jason. You know what I'm saying? Guys ain't here, but we gonna hold it down for you guys.
Yeah, Coach Dre, if you watching, get well
Get
soon,
well
my guy.
soon, bro.
Yes, please, dude. Hey, keep pushing that vitamin C, fam.
And Jason's out partying, so
Yeah.
enjoy your time, my brother.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Let me ask you this, because the thing is like, I don't know. Did you think that they were gonna win if he was healthy?
If he was healthy, I'd figured it was gonna go to like Game 7.
Do you think Jason Tatum would show up in a Game 7 like that?
Oh yeah, he shows up in every Game 7.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. That game he had 43 points.
But they probably still going to lose that
Why
game.
would you think Jason Tatum would show up in Game 7?
Oh no, I'm just asking.
Like the last two Game 7s that he's played for, he had like 40 plus points in every Game 7, and one of them I think he had like 50 something.
He show up in closeout game.
But
Yeah.
they look like they was about to lose that game.
Punch, scooch up a little bit. Yeah, there you go. You can see yourself in the camera. You look.
Nah, you know.
Damn.
The
Yeah,
narrative.
you good.
I thought you said it. I thought you asked that question because the narrative on Jason Tatum.
Not really. I mean, I don't know. Does he have that narrative?
Yeah, they say that.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
they,
wow.
No, not really.
Everybody hates on that.
Yeah, they hate on it.
Like-
Like Jason Tatum deserved the Eastern Conference MVP and the.
Oh, is that why Jason last week was like
No,
light skinned dude?
What
He
did
did
he do?
deserve it.
What
He
did he
deserved
do?
it.
What did
He
Jaylen Brown?
deserved
What
it.
did Jaylen Brown do? Because I want to hear. Because I got facts. What did Jaylen Brown do in the finals?
Or the Eastern Conference.
Wait. What did he do in the finals?
Last year,
What do you want to
basically is when Jason Tatum was not there and he was a non-existent, Jaylen Brown showed up. He carried the damn team. Like, to be honest with you, I don't even think if he wouldn't have stepped up, they probably would have lost.
When in the finals?
Yeah, last year.
No.
You ain't watched
Why
the
would
finals.
you ain't watched? What did he do though?
He ain't watch it.
What did he do? Because Jason Tatum led him in scoring.
Right.
He
And
led him in
rebounds
rebounds and
and
assists.
assists.
So what did Jaylen Brown do?
It's about the moments, man. It's not so much about the stats. It's about the moments. He had big moments.
They won 4-1. They gentlemen swept them. It wasn't a whole lot Jaylen Brown had to do.
It wasn't.
So you saying that it should have went to Jason Tatum?
Yeah,
Should have went to Jason Tatum. When has a player
points,
ever led in points,
assists,
rebounds, and
and
assists? Secondly, in the Eastern Conference Finals, it was worse. He averaged 30 something.
He averaged 30.
Like, I don't know what it
still ain't
is.
get it.
I don't know what it is with Jason Tatum.
Then he go to
but
the Olympics and don't play, so it got to
Yeah.
be something.
It's something.
I don't know what it is, but
Because I don't think Jaylen Brown's bad or nothing, but
right.
I don't. People try to act like Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say Jaylen Brown is better. I know Jason Tatum is that dude. It's just
But I think it was more
this
so
the
to
narrative.
not allow Jason Tatum to be the face of the league.
Yeah,
Because he done everything.
I wanted to say
Besides
something
winning
else.
MVP, but he done everything else.
Dude, he's only 27.
Yeah,
Look at all of
he
his
done accomplished
accolades.
everything.
I want to say something else because I thought you was gonna go with the narrative is he did great on Luka, right? He didn't.
No, he
Luka
didn't.
averaged 34 and shot 47% from the field.
I-
How do you
hey,
stop him?
Luka's gonna do that
I
on
give it to
everybody,
Jaylen
though.
Brown though. He did lock Luka up.
How?
He just told
If I
you
average
what he
30
averaged.
something and shoot 47%.
That's just like saying Iguodala
He
deserved
averaged
the
30
MVP in the finals over
Hell no.
Steph.
Hell no.
Locking up LeBron when LeBron down there average fucking 40.
Hell no.
You can't average. You can't average over 30 and shoot 47%, and I locked you down.
Yeah.
Because if he don't shoot the 47%, then I would be like, oh, okay. But 45% is kind
And
of high.
Luka shoot a lot of jump shots. So that 47%.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's
He
my
shoots
problem
some
with
dumbass
Jason
shots.
Tatum.
He shoots some dumbass shots, but then
I
somehow
think
makes
Jason
them.
Tatum shoot way too many jump shots.
He
You,
do.
you
Yeah,
that damn big where
he
you
do.
can't be able
Yeah, he
to
shoulda took-
blow past nobody.
He do.
You should have
He do
took
pass.
He
Hey,
should
no.
have been taking
people.
Bronson to the cup.
Bro, he should have been
instead of
taking
shooting
Bronson
threes.
to the cup all
sure.
series long, bro.
sure.
Oh yeah, he should have. Yeah.
And on top of that, the reason why I say y'all lost that series is Joe Mazzulla. You mean tell me y'all up 20? Why you gonna keep shooting threes? Play the clock, play the game like
That's
you
what
supposed
was pissing
to.
me off.
I think that they was a little arrogant. I think that they thought they was better than the Knicks.
But they didn't realize that that New York was playing with grit. So you shooting all those threes and everybody
Get the
on
rebound.
offense is around the 3-point line.
Yeah.
So the rebounds, those is open flow rebounds. So now New York, you miss a 3, New York is giving you a 2 when you was already up 20. When you was making the shots in the first half. Now the second half, they're playing with straight run downhill and just off a rebound and just attack the basket because it's open flow rebounds. Because everybody around the 3-point
the
line.
way they played Game 5 is how they should have played the whole series. Right.
Yeah.
They didn't move the ball. Nobody
What,
was in the paint.
What game was that when Mikal Bridges blocked the shot? Was that game 2?
Game. He did
That
it
was
game
game
3. Game 1, right?
No,
That was
game.
game
No,
three.
it was game 2.
Game
It was
two.
game
It was
2.
game 2.
Game
Okay.
1 was when he stole the ball from
stole the
Jaylen
ball,
Brown, and
yeah.
then game 2.
See,
is
now
when he
what I don't
blocked
get
it.
on that is that when Jason Tatum had the ball at the top of key, he had Robinson on him, right? I seen it when he first did it. He hit him with a move. I'm thinking like, oh, he finna step back, knock the damn 3 down. But what did you want to do? The minute he did that, he tried to drive left, but he fucked up as well. He put his head down because I was looking at the play the whole dang on time. Put his head down, and if you'd have dribbled that way, you could have seen the man in the corner. Then you could have stepped back and shot the jumper. But why couldn't you just take him off the dribble and go to the cup?
And that's what messed the team up.
I thought
Because
he
if
was
you
gonna
notice
do
the
that
game,
step back.
when Jason Tatum was out,
But they ain't want to
that
shoot
game,
at that
what
point.
game
He
was that?
probably
Game
thinking about
5?
shooting
Game
threes.
5, yeah.
Game 5, they played as a team. Passed the ball around.
You said that.
Wasn't a lot of
Yeah.
3-point shooting. Even Jaylen Brown didn't shoot a lot of threes that game. He passed up a lot of shots that I thought that I'm like, he gonna take that shot. He didn't take it. He
thought he
passed up
had
a lot
a
of
couple
shots like
times.
that. So it got everybody involved. So now everybody involved and they happy. Now they gonna make shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then when you exclude everybody because you got Jason Tatum doing the one-on-one thing, Jaylen Brown doing the one-on-one, they going back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it kind of take everybody out their game. So
Porzingis being sick or whatever the fuck it was with him
Man, dude.
hurt.
That's
me
what
too.
and that's another thing. You
Yeah.
can't
They
never
didn't have no
count on
inside
him.
presence.
You
but
can
he
never
not an
count on
inside
him.
presence
Man.
any fucking way.
I mean, well, you could have went to him in the post for a little bit.
Yeah.
And you could go inside.
In, out.
Yeah, in out.
I'm surprised how well
Because even if you
Cornette
dump it
played
to
in
him,
game
he ain't got
5.
to score.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if he a
Cornette,
threat,
yeah, Cornette.
now
But
you
that's
got
the
somebody
coach's
open.
fault. The coaches don't use those decoys.
Yeah, I mean, they
He
ain't
stuck
had
to-
that option.
He
so-
stuck to his fucking, we gonna make him next game.
Yeah, Cornette did have a good ass game.
Yeah.
That game, I mean, stepped up. I'm looking like, all right, but it was just like in
Yeah.
game 6,
Game
man,
six.
they just
they
gave
went-
up.
They
Game
wouldn't hit
6,
no. They ain't
game
hit no
6,
shots.
they got a call for like, nah.
Yeah,
New
y'all
York-
ain't hit none
New-
of them threes.
New York going
Derek
to the,
White, you finna go 0 for 15.
yeah, New York going to the finals, and y'all just do y'all part to
Damn,
make
y'all
sure
just
they go.
you just gonna skip over Indiana though? That's crazy.
Who?
I'm saying they got to play Indiana. Why y'all
Right.
act like they
I don't wanna-
won?
We're gonna
I don't
get
want New York
into
to
that.
go.
What I do want to ask is, obviously the Knicks are moving on, but for the Celtics, first off, do we believe that the Jason Tatum that we will get in a year or so time is going to be the same Jason Tatum or better than what we have?
I don't know,
or
man.
do you see a decline because he is how old is he?
He's 27.
Okay, and then who was our last superstar that we saw tear their Achilles?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin
Okay.
Durant, yeah.
Okay, so based off that information, Kevin Durant was post 30 at the time when he tore his Achilles, correct? Okay, and we've seen similar, same decline Kevin Durant.
It can happen.
It can happen.
How do we feel about Jason Tatum?
Technology today, he didn't. That wasn't his strong leg that he tore the Achilles on.
And he ain't shifty like Kevin Durant
Yeah,
was able to come
right.
back. 'cause
And
he
Jason,
shot jumpers.
yeah,
and just shoot
Jason
over
Tatum capable to play with his back towards the basket.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Is he an above the rim player? He doesn't strike me as well.
He not. He could get there, but I mean, he could do that from time to time. But that's not what his strong point of his game is.
Yeah, he doesn't look like
Yeah.
because Kobe got to the rack, but Kobe would dunk on you.
Yeah.
I don't think Jason
Jason,
Tatum.
only way Jason Tatum is that way is like if he coming downhill and he either get to his left or the right and he go by you and it's open lane, then he gonna dunk.
He's
that.
not like
Let's
Anthony
ask
Edwards where
Mark.
he's just gonna be like.
Mark is a
Dunk,
is a
like-
is a diehard.
Yeah.
Honestly, though,
So what do
all
you
right.
think?
So here's my thing. I feel like it's all a mental thing. You know, a lot of people they're too scared to try to like do
Bounce back.
some stuff when they come back from an injury. So it just depends on how he is mentally. But you got to think about it. He is a Kobe fan, so he's probably just gonna see how Kobe went on through his career after he tore his
But Kobe
Achilles.
did it. Oh,
Kobe was 36, I believe. 35,
Yeah, Kobe
36.
got hurt.
I mean, still-
Kobe got hurt the next year.
Yeah.
I mean, that year he came back.
but Kobe
Yeah.
he came back too fast.
Yeah.
He forced himself to come back so fast that he ended up hurting himself.
Hey,
again.
But you already know that they're not gonna force him to come back that quick, though.
yeah,
So especially with him being young too, they're gonna monitor him
Right.
and everything, and that he's gonna be out next season, no doubt.
But you got to think about it though. Like he said, with the way modern medicine is right now, they come back a whole lot quicker than
Oh, yeah.
what expected. But at the same time though, when he come back, it's gonna be that mental block. Am I gonna want to cut on this? Am I gonna want to do the certain things that I normally do on the game, but in the game? But if I don't do it, it's
I think
it's wild.
Yeah, DeAndre in the chat said that KD was the only one to do it with success, and that's. I mean, when you talk
Yeah,
about
'cause-
Achilles, he's the only
Yeah.
one that I have seen,
Yeah,
KD just he's a jump. He's not
Yeah.
doing all of the
and he's so small.
moving.
yeah.
Right.
He's not
Exactly.
shifty.
He's super
KD,
thin.
KD,
And
and,
he-
he's efficient.
and he efficient.
Didn't he
Yeah,
fuck up his
efficient.
Achilles, then come back and then fuck it up again?
No, that was Klay Thompson,
Yeah,
right?
Klay Thompson.
No, that was Klay Thompson
fucked
did
up
that
Yeah, he
shit.
fucked up
He
like his
fucked the
other.
MCL.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was
fucked up.
he tore his MCL and then
Right.
it was his Achilles
Yeah.
when he came back from
See,
that.
but for like you got to think about for Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is not known for blowing past you,
Yeah,
drive
yeah,
by.
that's what I was about to say.
He set you up for the drive and then step back jumper. I see so much of his game. I'm like, okay, that's who he is.
He could do it, but
could
yeah,
do it.
he ain't doing it all the time.
Yeah,
He could do it.
but I wouldn't
Dame
be
gonna have a hard time
right
probably.
now. I wouldn't be too surprised when he come back. He started going to the post a little bit more and realized, hey, I'm bigger than most of you cats. And then he post up, and you use all my tools to my with everything I got and shoot the jump or shoot the layup. I wouldn't be too surprised if he started posting up a little bit more, which he need to, because I was like, man, you got Jalen Brunson on you. Man, dude, you better do what back in the day Mark Jackson used to do, them small guards. Bag them up, go to work.
But he'll be all right, man.
Where do the Celtics go from here? Because obviously they have new owners and
Well, yeah, they got new owners coming in.
they got new owners coming in and they got a lot of money on
I
payroll.
was already talking about breaking it up.
What do they do? I mean, do they have the ability to run it back?
I
No,
think
they
they're gonna
wasn't
break it up.
They
Yeah,
wasn't
they're
gonna run
gonna
it back
break it up.
anyway.
What they need to break it up for? They still got
No, they
another
was
star.
already-
They was already talking about it.
Because
They was
money
already-
wise,
yeah.
they're gonna have to let go of Porzingis and Drew Holiday.
Yeah, they got too much. They got too much money on the book.
Is it and or is it or?
No,
And.
because what did they say? It was like 500 million on the books or something like
Yeah.
that. They gotta kind of like drop most of that dang on money as they possibly can. So
Who's that replacement? So you got Porzingis, who is, and I mean you only got 50% of Porzingis if you call a spade. Also, you got Drew Holiday.
Right.
Drew Holiday showed up.
So here's the thing. I believe Porzingis is gonna be gone. I believe Drew Holiday is gonna be gone, and I wouldn't be too surprised if Al Horford decided to say, "That's it. It's a wrap. I'm retired." So now that's 3 people you got off the books. But replacement wise, yeah, you're gonna have to go out and look, man.
I think Drew Holiday is gonna be gone. I don't think he like that. This past season, I don't think he liked the style of play of the Celtics.
I can see that. I don't know, man.
I think they'll scrap up for either Al Horford or Porzingis. They'll scrap up a little change for them.
yeah, but I mean,
No, they're gonna get.
I mean, it depends who we
Porzingis
trade for too.
I'm talking about either Al Horford or like one of them gonna stay. Either
It'll be
Horford
Al
or
Horford. They're gonna let
Yeah.
Porzingis out of there.
Because he only played like 42 games this
he
year.
ain't play enough games. You easy to.
the last 2 seasons he been injury prone.
He easy to.
Last season he was hurt in the playoffs.
But they have to trade him, or they gotta. Or he up for contract.
right.
Well, they have a first round draft pick that they own of their own for this year. And then they also have their own 2026 first round draft pick. They got a second round pick this year as well. They got in the next 3 or 4 drafts. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 draft picks in the next few drafts. So they got quite a bit of draft stock that they could facilitate to get players if they need players.
Yeah, but the question is, who you think they're gonna go out and possibly get?
Yeah.
They're gonna bring back Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I guess that's to be seen because the
He
free
look
agent
good.
market is going to be really, really dry.
Right.
No one really has cap space. It's going to be a lot of sign and trade deals, and there's not going to be a whole lot of such and such signed for a max deal with open cap space because that just doesn't happen with the new collective bargaining agreement. So we'll touch back on that because there is something else that came up that I want to touch on. That you know about big men that we'll get to. Outside of that, we'll move to. Let's see. You got the Knicks, and then of course you got the number 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers. They're eliminated by, or excuse me, they were eliminated by Indiana. It poses a question: was Cleveland that bad, or was Indiana that good?
That's a trick question because we got a person from the G on Cleveland. So I was like,
He was hurt though.
he was hurt.
He looked.
He
I think
always
he-
hurt.
Would he
think
have
looked
like
hurt.
it was
Yeah,
He
toe.
always hurt.
it was someone
You could-
wrong with
yeah, you
with his
could
big
tell
toe?
by the-
Yeah,
Who's from Gary?
Darius Garland.
Garland.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was from Gary.
Yeah,
You didn't?
you didn't know that?
I'm not from here.
Oh yeah.
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
from Gary, and then
I
I
lived in
think
Kalamazoo
somewhere
for a
right
second.
around like
Went to
what
Nashville.
his junior his
high
like
school.
his, what for high school. When he started to go to high school, his dad sent him to Nashville, and that's how he ended up going to Vanderbilt. He did 1 season there, and then he came out
Where do you get drafted? First round, second round?
Though.
fifth,
First round.
Really?
to
Okay.
five.
fifth overall.
Yeah, fourth.
And I think
No, it's fourth.
fifth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, it was fifth.
fourth.
So he played injured. Of course, you have the video of Donovan Mitchell. You know, nobody around him. He's trying to shoot a 3, and before he's warming up, trying to shoot a 3,
Yeah.
and he just takes a knee.
Fifth.
All right.
Just takes a knee. So I mean, is it that Cleveland did it to themselves, or I mean, was it injuries?
It was injuries.
I don't think Darius being injured.
It wasn't
the
just
first two
Darius.
games.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, but
Mobley
him,
was injured.
Well, I'm saying, well,
And
him
Donovan.
being-
And Donovan.
him being-
And Hunter.
but him being hurt,
Hunter, too.
not playing the first 2 games hurt him a lot.
Yeah, it hurt him
Yeah,
now.
it hurt them a
They
lot.
needed
Put
him the
behind.
first 2 games, put him behind, and then when you
Yeah.
try to bring him back,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
already.
And that don't mean he was 100% because he came back.
No,
either.
he looked like the toe was a problem.
Yeah.
If Cleveland's 100% injury free,
Indiana.
I think they beat Indiana.
I think
Yeah,
they
I
beat
think
Indiana. Because the way I look at it is like Indiana is all gas, no breaks, pretty much. Like, hey, we rebound, we out. That's how they want to beat you. But defensively wise, they not that. They decent, but they not like that talented
They
defensive
played good
wise.
defense in the
And
playoffs so far,
Donovan
though.
Mitchell almost beat them by himself the one game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides the last 20 seconds or
But that might be a game plan, though. That
no,
might,
that game.
The game plan might be let him do as long
No,
as we
they
shut
won.
these
No, I'm
other
saying
people.
they won. No, he was winning. They were winning that whole game until the
Yeah.
last 20 seconds.
That's what I'm saying.
When that, but that's just like some random crazy shit happened.
Yes, that shit did happen.
like
crazy.
that was like no, that wasn't a plan. You just lucked up and they throwing the ball.
was it luck or they just they don't know how to close
that was-
games?
No, that was like
That was-
some crazy.
No, that was luck.
Yeah, that was luck.
Okay.
It was like the craziest last
Yeah.
seconds I was in.
So you got the matchup, Indiana and the Knicks. You know, are you guys leaning one way or the other? I mean, let me get it. Let's do this. Let's get a prediction on the next series. Something that we can hold each other to. We ain't got to bet or put a wager on it. But Indiana versus New York.
I got
If you
New
want,
York.
if you want, I can start. I mean, we can go
I
around
started. I don't care.
Yeah.
I got New York.
New York and what?
I got New York in 6.
Damn,
Okay.
This one of them.
that's tough.
It's tough because I got conspiracies about
Yeah.
the NBA.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Me
So-
too.
Y'all
Yeah,
damn
man.
conspiracy
Are we
theories.
talking
No.
conspiracies? Or are we talking
No.
straight
Just
basketball?
what do you think is gonna just
straight
be honest. What
basketball?
you gonna think is gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
It's what they're gonna allow happen.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the thing.
Nah.
How bad they want
Well,
New York in the finals?
New York, like, are you willing to put Indiana in the finals or New York since you don't have LA in the finals? Like, think about that. Like, come on now.
Like I said, I got New York in 6, bro.
Look
I'm
at New
talking
York front
basketball.
rows.
I say New York in
Basketball
5.
wise, I got Indiana.
I got Indiana. We
You got
talking
Indiana?
straight
basketball
basketball.
wise, Indiana. New York doesn't have a bench.
And Cat.
Indiana got a gritty bench.
Give me New York starting 5 is Mitchell
all they got.
Mitchell Robinson, Jalen Brunson, Cat,
Mikhail,
OG.
Mikhail, OG.
and OG.
And they bring the little dude
You got
off the
you got
bench.
Hart off the bench.
No, one of them.
You
No,
got
Hart starts.
Hart
Star.
Star.
Who?
What's
Oh
his
well,
name?
then
No,
you got somebody
I
on
don't think
Robinson
starts.
doesn't.
Mitchell Robinson doesn't start.
starts.
Robinson
Okay,
don't
so you
start.
got Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench as an anchor. You got Josh Hart.
Oh,
coming
Josh
off the
Hart
bench.
starts.
Or well, Josh Hart starts. Then
So he only played a little dude.
Then do number two.
Number 2.
okay, and then
Robinson.
you got old boy from college from the college days.
Who you talking about?
Miles Bridges.
He starts.
He
Or
starts.
Miles
Starts.
Bridges.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he's starting, then who's
So
coming?
you got so Robinson is the one basically coming off the bench.
Yeah. So let's just start it over real quick.
Bronson.
Brunson,
Cat.
Cat, OG,
OG
McCall,
And Hart.
And
and
Hart.
Hart. So you got Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart coming off the bench. That's just defense.
No. Josh
No.
Hart
I
starts.
I mean,
Hart
Mitchell
started,
Robinson and
So you only basically really got
Really? You
What's
ain't
the
got-
little
but-
guard?
they got
Number 2.
They got some.
He
They got
played
somebody.
They screamed his
But
name all
then
the time.
Cameron
McBride.
Payne might come.
Cameron Payne, he
Cameron
don't play
Payne, but he don't
him
play
that
him
much.
that much.
They also got PJ Tucker.
PJ
He
Tucker.
don't come to
But
the
PJ
game.
Tucker ain't play at all.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on, man.
but I still say I just got New York
They
in
really
6 just
yeah,
because
they don't have a bench.
just because of their defense style.
Indiana
think-
played good defense in the playoffs.
Man,
Indiana been playing good defense in the playoffs. They played good defense against the Bucks, and they played good defense against.
And to this day, I still can't stand Indiana.
And-
I ain't
and
never liked
you know
Indiana
what?
back in the day.
And Pascal, Siakam probably keep getting fouled from.
You think so?
Yeah.
Nah, I got New York in 6.
those two guys on Indiana, number 00.
Mark, who you got?
You got Matherin off the bench. You got Shepard off the bench. You got OG off the bench. But here's the thing. Okay, so in the last game that they played, Indiana's bench combined for no one got over 10 points. Bryant got 10. Thomas Bryant got 9 points. Obi Toppin got 5. Shepard got 3, and Matherin got 4. If you go to that last Knicks Boston game,
That was a blowout. Man, you can't count that.
you want to go to the one before?
The one before, I know they played bad.
The blowout is crazy. You can't bench come in and they just vibe off the crowd and what's already the score that's already there. They get the hit and everything.
Okay, so the one prior to that, and this is in a Knicks loss.
Game foul. You can't.
Robinson got 8. Oh yeah, they ain't got shit.
Yeah.
McBride got 11. So and then they got a the diet 2 points.
Because
Landry Shepard with 1 point. Okay.
we know Todd Thibodeau go like 8 deep. I believe the Pacers go a little bit deeper than that.
It ain't
Okay.
even
the
going
Pacers go
8. It
deeper
might
than
be
that.
7.
It's normally 7.
2. It might be 2 players that play.
But-
Maybe
But
Cameron
but
Payne.
wouldn't you say that
criticized.
the Knicks' top 5 is better than Indiana's top 7?
No.
No?
Why you say that?
Because OG ain't consistent.
But then you got
They just play tougher, I believe.
OG don't.
They got the clutch
Pascal.
player of the year.
what's his name?
Pascal. Siakam.
Pascal.
Shut up.
Pascal.
you, him.
I mean, it's a pretty even matchup for
It's
the most
even.
part.
And they both play hard.
Yeah,
But I give Indiana the edge.
man, Knicks in 5.
Knicks and 5.
Knicks in
Damn,
5, bro.
Hey, I tried to do 6. You trying
Knicks
to give
in
them a
5,
gentleman
bro.
sweep?
Nah, Knicks in 5. Let's
They beat the Knicks last season
Mark, what you got?
In a game 7
in
in
the
the
game
guard.
7 at the.
With the
Right.
same team.
You know
And,
what?
I'll
go
exactly.
underdog. I'm gonna go
They
Pacers.
have
Pacers?
they have,
Either 6 or 7.
Cat-
Brunson. Oh, it ain't. But
I know y'all out there watching. Put it in the chat in the comments. What y'all got? What y'all predicting? In this one?
Absolutely put that in the chat
Yeah.
for sure.
for sure.
Yeah, Knicks in 5.
my
Fucking
conspiracy
hilarious.
said New York going to the
Damn.
finals. But
It's the Pacers, bro.
Who cares?
That's why they're not going to the finals.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's the fucking.
But talent wise,
All I know is I'm going underdogs.
New York
Fuck it.
New York not better than the Pacers, bro.
No, they're a better team.
They're not a better team, bro, than the Pacers.
They're a better team.
Not now.
Now y'all think the Knicks a good team? That's crazy.
Not
I ain't
now.
gonna say the Knicks is a good team. I
They're
just
not better
figure
than the Pacers right now.
I figure
bro.
they.
Come on now.
I feel
Be
they
honest
play
with
better
yourself, bro.
defense.
Indiana played great defense, bro. What are you talking about?
Hey, Knicks and 5.
What do you mean?
Wait.
They look
Knicks and
like
5 and
they
2
only
are
played
gonna be a
good defense
blowout.
because Boston only stood around 3.9 and shot
Who's
threes.
gonna?
Oh god.
Outside of that, they ain't playing no good ass. Only
They
person that
didn't even
played
play
good.
good
It's only 2 people on the Knicks that play good
They ain't
defense.
even play good
Josh Hart and Obi, that OG. They're the only 2 people.
Why they out here? Okay, well you got Cleveland making
Oh,
motherfucking
Mikal-
you had
Mikal
Cleveland
Bridges.
make
He
making
played good
what
defense, too.
Tyrese
What do you want to?
Halliburton look like he a damn superstar.
Nah,
And
they're
to me
lock-
he overrated.
They're locking
How
his
is he
ass up.
overrated?
He overrated, though.
Bro.
You don't like the
Bro.
way he play. I get it.
Bro.
Yeah, but
he
how
ain't
is he overrated?
That goofy ass looking jump shot.
But that don't mean he's
You
not
don't like
overrated.
He
You
barely
hit that shit
he
though.
barely can take anybody off the fucking
Bro,
dribble.
you see what
And
he
he
did
barely
against
play any
Milwaukee?
defense as it is
Did you see what he
already.
did against Milwaukee?
Man, okay.
Did you see what he did against?
Yes, I see what he did
the
with
Celtics?
Milwaukee.
Just had 30.
Man,
Yeah, what are you talking about?
dude, whatever, man.
Have you
They
seen
overrated
Mikal's
him.
jump shot?
I understand. I understand.
Overrated to me.
I understand that's a bad.
Hey, you don't like the way he play.
Overrated is crazy.
I agree with you. I don't like the way he play, but you can't
But
say
you gotta
overrated.
respect it,
You gotta
bro.
respect
A
it.
lot of people don't like the way Joker play, but overrated.
respect
You gotta respect that shit, bro.
Now I respect his game. I just think
I'm
they're
trying.
locking his ass up.
I'm trying to respect it, but
You gotta respect it. What you mean you trying? You got to.
I'm trying,
He done hit game winner after game winner in the
Look.
playoffs.
Hey, I done had
And they really win the guard last year.
I done had hate for Indiana for decades.
How the hell you got hate
plus.
for Indiana Pacers, but you're a Colts fan?
I'm a bull. I was a Bulls fan. I was rooting
Nah.
for Jordan. I wasn't rooting for fucking punky ass Reggie Miller. Okay, so
Bro,
fuck
I
the
lived
Pacers.
with you. You was rooting for Walter Payton. Now all of a sudden you rooting for fucking the Colts.
I
What
liked
you
Walter
talking
Payton
about?
as a running back
You
back
like
in the
You
day.
was rooting for the Bears, bro.
But
Hey.
I'm a Colts fan, but I was always a Chicago Bulls fan.
you was a Bears fan.
Real quick,
Fuck the
let's
Pacers.
move on to the West Conference real quick. So Minnesota took out the Warriors 4-1. Curry was injured in every way
Like
possible.
I told y'all what was gonna happen.
Yeah,
I said the
admit.
Warriors is gonna be
admit.
hurt. I hate to say it.
But no, I think you said it was gonna probably be Jimmy Butler that
No,
was
I
gonna
ain't
hurt.
get no names. I said the Warriors is gonna be injured. They're not going to the finals because they're gonna be injured. Jimmy Butler got hurt the first time.
Now,
And I said
I
yeah,
didn't,
see?
I didn't think they were going to the finals at all, but
Nah, I didn't think so either.
no,
Wow, who could-
they were just too
I didn't
beat
even
up.
want them to make it.
If they wouldn't beat up, they would have went to the
They
finals.
was going to the finals.
It was there.
If
They
Steph
definitely
don't-
were a tough
If Steph
team.
don't get hurt,
Yeah,
they beat Minnesota.
They beat Minnesota.
They probably beat them 4-1 on sweep
Yeah, they
because
beat them
Steph
in five.
came out killing.
They
like
beat
he
them in
was on a
5.
mission.
Yeah,
And I
that
don't think-
what that
I don't think
first game
Minnesota
he
had
did,
defense
didn't
and
he?
stuff.
He had 13 points in 13 minutes. He was trying to
13,
kill
yeah.
him.
There's just too few answers in the league for Steph as it is, and then you add in Jimmy, and then it just gets crazy from there.
I'm just
but
glad, Jimmy, we brought you in to do, and you ain't get us one game.
well, if you look
All you
at
need is one
historically
game.
since 2020, I think, or even maybe back to 2019, the championship goes through Jimmy. So whoever Jimmy loses to in the playoffs, they go on to
Win
win.
the championship.
It was the Lakers in the bubble. Denver took him out one year.
And then
Celtics,
Celtics took him
Yeah,
out
took him-
one year.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee took him out
Yeah.
one year, and it's been
Milwaukee
every
take
single
him
year.
yeah.
Yeah, they took them out first. No,
They
first
beat
round.
Milwaukee. didn't
Do you think that's the pattern this year?
I hope. I actually want to.
Man, Minnesota going to. I don't think Minnesota. Shit, that's tough. I got to see who coming out of this
Julius
Denver and
Randle.
It's
OKC
If
series.
Julius
gonna-
Randle keep playing like that,
Right.
they unbeaten.
it's gonna depend on, like he just said, between Denver and OK. Who do they match up with better? OK or Denver? They just beat the brakes off of Denver last year.
But they ain't gonna beat Denver this year.
Jokic is
Well-
like tired.
Well, if Aaron Gordon don't,
He out.
pull his
Well,
hamstring.
Yeah, he out.
Out there.
Well,
man.
they said he's
Minnesota going to
doubtful,
the
but-
finals.
Doubtful.
Though. Yeah, Minnesota going to the finals, bro.
So okay, so
You don't think OKC can beat them?
Nah. They just got the ones. You getting them games this
Nah.
close, they only got Shea.
Minnesota don't got those.
Who gon-
I mean,
yeah,
OKC
they-
don't got those characters, bro.
Yeah, they ain't got the.
They don't got those. They don't got those characters, bro.
No, well, I can't.
They
I
don't
can't
got-
call it.
They don't got-
before
they
we
don't
get
got those-
before we get into that, because we're definitely going to touch on that on that OKC Denver and who's going to make it out of that. But real quick, so if Minnesota, Minnesota obviously moves on to focus on the Warriors. what happens to this roster next season?
They just got to add a big man.
They need a big man. They get a
If
big
they
man.
add a
they
big
tough.
man, ain't nobody gonna beat them in the playoffs next year.
What kind of big man?
If they
we
stay
talking?
healthy?
Are we talking about? Are we talking about a Clint Capella? Are we talking about a Zubats?
Okay.
Are we talking
Zubac
about
like
yeah.
the dude from Chicago. What's the center in Chicago?
or like a?
Oh, you talking about Vooch?
They get
or like a
Vooch and
Vooch?
shit like that.
So a stretch
Nah,
five.
he'll look good with the Warriors though. He'll look good with the
He
Warriors.
didn't look bad with
With
Levan and.
Yeah.
They
But
passed-
I have to agree, like, with a player like Vooch
that's been the
and
Warriors' problem the last few years. Though.
right, with a player like Vooch in Golden State, I can see it because he does kind of fit they style. He fits like the way they want because he can step above 3-point line. He not gonna guard worth the shit much, but
It's still a big body down.
he gonna get you some buckets.
Do you think they would be better off with a defensive five, or it's okay because you got Draymond?
No, you got to move Draymond out that 5. That's the
you
problem
gotta
with the
get
Warriors.
him.
right now.
Obviously, you slide him down to the power forward slot.
Yeah, but that's their problem now because they have him playing too much of the 5.
No. What I'm saying is, do you need a defensive five, or are you cool
No,
not having
you don't-
one because
you don't
Draymond is
have
still
to have
floating around?
No,
Yeah,
you
you
might
don't have
be-
to have a defense.
I mean,
you don't have
yeah.
to be a defensive.
I would
five.
Listen,
take a defensive. five.
Listen, either they go athletic 5 or they go, like you said, a Vujicic.
Yeah,
If they go
somebody
athletic 5, they unbeatable. Because you got somebody that can run, block shots, and that could, like this is athletic, that catch lobs, or you got Vujicic that can set picks, step out, shoot the
Yeah,
3.
it'll fit here. One of them will fit.
Like,
that'll fit they
Which way you want to go?
Which way benefits them more?
I think the athletic.
Yeah, I'd rather go athletic.
Let's go.
Athletic
Okay,
fits them more.
well, let's put it
because
in
you
the,
need somebody that can block shots.
right. Let's put it in the mind frame when Golden State won those 4 championships. Who's their center?
It has
Bogut,
Zaza Pachulia, Bogut.
Bogut, yeah, Zaza. It was a okay.
And Vooch played like them.
Looney in 2022.
Yeah,
Looney
but
played good in 2022.
yeah,
He's
but
rebounding.
2022, who were they playing?
It was a Celtics.
They beat Boston.
Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't really need because you had Al Horford.
But
You needed them against Sacramento.
yeah, you need him against
They
Sacramento.
had to
He
get
averaged
through
that
Sacramento.
20 fucking rebounds a game in Sacramento. And who else? Who else they
played
played?
somebody else decent that
They played Denver, didn't they? Yeah, they played Denver
okay,
that year in the playoffs.
you think they would need it to get out of the West again? A bruising
need it.
They gonna need
big,
it.
or just bring back Looney and then get you a stretch
No,
five.
I think they need. I think they
You
need.
need
a-
it.
You need a
I think
big-
they
you
need
need a
just an
decent
athletic
big.
5.
You need a stretch 5 because, like I say, you can't keep having Draymond that damn small down there playing the center position.
Yeah,
He's
big
already
man's
running
coming
your offense when you come across half court.
Do you guys see Draymond being on the team next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do, but his hug when he walked off, it looked like that was his last year with the Golden State. That hug that he gave everybody, I was like, damn, he looked
It
like
wouldn't
he
be
out.
surprised me if they moved him. I would not be surprised.
I mean, maybe they move him and get an athletic 5 or something.
Send his ass to Chicago.
Hell no,
I know you wouldn't want him in Chicago, but
dude.
It would be pointless for him.
the money. I know, but the money would make sense.
For him, it'd be pointless.
The money makes sense because Vooch makes like 30.
But I wouldn't give up Draymond for
Draymond
Vooch.
makes what 25.
I wouldn't give up Draymond for him.
No,
Hell no.
he has more value.
Look,
Draymond understand the offense, understand Steph, understand the whole organization. Why would I give up him
get
somebody
that.
that don't understand what the fuck
Who are you
going
giving
on over
Draymond
there?
up
Nobody.
for? No, okay.
I
Yeah,
just
that's the
asked
question.
somebody.
Who you? So you're not giving Draymond up for
I wouldn't
nobody.
trade Draymond for nobody.
You're not trading Draymond for Clint
Steph
Capella.
ain't gonna.
Hell no.
Steph ain't gonna let them trade him.
What the hell would I trade him for Clint Capella for? Like
Inside
what?
presence and less
That,
Because he gives you
that ain't got shit to
rebounds.
do with my offense. His inside presence ain't. I need
He can't do
Draymond
none
brings
on
so
offense.
much on offense and defense. You feel me? I heard
mean,
y'all talking
I
about
hear
like
you.
Draymond wasn't
I hear you, but I
like
just
Draymond ain't no Hall of Famer. Y'all be forgetting what Draymond doing the defensive end as well. Not
Y'all-
only do
y'all
he,
said he not a
running,
Hall of Famer?
no, I didn't say that shit. It's niggas
I
who were
said
in this room. But
When
we're not in this room.
we was
Right.
on there.
I didn't say
That's
that
a
shit.
crazy-
Hey, no.
That's a crazy.
When we was
y'all be
in
forgetting that he got the defensive player
I
of the year.
said I would not vote
And
him
been
first ballot Hall of Fame.
What? He been top 2 candidate probably
I'm not
about
voting
5
first
times.
ballot.
Why not? So Trace, if Trace McGrady go
Exactly.
top first round,
Ain't
then,
did
then,
shit.
Then my man go.
And then y'all be giving Tracy McGrady too much credit. Like if he didn't get hurt, that motherfucker played 9 good seasons,
Nah,
10 good seasons. Where he was
And
out
y'all
there
forget Draymond
doing
Houston could shoot
good.
the
Where he
three.
was the man for 10 seasons.
you
Damn
remember when
near.
they first championship run, Draymond could shoot the 3.
Yeah.
but I ain't putting him in first ballot. That's what I said.
What?
I ain't putting him in first ballot.
He's got 4
chips.
chips,
He got
bro.
4
Man, fuck
chips,
the
bro.
chips.
And,
No.
and y'all said that. I heard y'all say that Draymond. That What y'all say? Y'all said something about Draymond wasn't important.
He important.
No,
to Golden State.
Jason said that when you look back at the dynasty, you're going to remember Steph and Clay, and you're not going to forget about Draymond.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
I'm not with that shit.
How the hell?
First of all, let's stop. You gonna remember him
that's the dumbest shit.
No, wait.
How you not gonna remember Draymond Green?
Let's talk outside of basketball. You gonna remember him because they lost the championship on
Cousin him.
Cousin him.
And you gonna remember him because
you always remember
all the antics that he brings.
Yeah.
And you gonna remember him because you're gonna be like,
he basically Dennis
I want to
Rodman.
see how Steph play. Do y'all think Steph would be? He'll be good, but
what
the
he
total
is
points
right now,
without Draymond Green, y'all be forgetting what the fuck. Y'all don't pay attention to
He set
basketball.
the screens for him.
I pay attention to it.
He set
man.
the screens for him. You see Steph gave him a rollie when
We
he got
know
that point.
we know
Exactly.
that. Honestly, I do know that
He's
the
an offensive lineman.
This what the fucking Golden State really need. They need Aaron Gordon. They need another Andre Iguodala.
That should be cool.
That's what the fuck they need.
No, they gotta get a bid.
They need another Andre Iguodala as well, though.
But they need a bid.
If they could bring, well, Jimmy Butler
First.
kind of is that, but he moves so slow.
No, they
He
need
don't
a-
move at the speed of Andre Iguodala. IQ wise, he might be at an Andre Iguodala.
No, I see what you- I know
But
what you
his speed level is not an Andre Iguodala.
I know what you mean.
Bro, they just
You
need
know
to
what
get
I'm
a
saying?
big man.
They do really
They
need a big man.
man the last
they
3
do
years.
They do need a big man.
The last 3 years they had got a big man, they would be perfectly fine.
man.
Yeah, the last 2 seasons, if they'd have had big
Big
man.
man.
So-
they would have
so-
been. Yeah, they would have went to the final.
So moving on to OKC and Denver, they're about to play Game 7. If you're watching this on the recording, you're probably watching this in the game together, or the game has already happened and we have the outcome. But just a quick prediction. I mean, Aaron Gordon is probably or is doubtful. I believe he will play. Just because
On that hamstring,
it's
the
a
playoffs.
fucking Game 7
Bro.
in the playoffs.
Nah, he
gotta
might not
play.
play on the hammy.
Stretch it out,
Bro.
Get
You're
your
telling me you wouldn't
treatment.
play?
He had some good rest.
do you know
though.
how long it is to
You know,
come
Steph
back
didn't
from a
come back.
hamstring, bro?
No,
Steph would have
You
came back
ain't
Game
doing
Game
6.
6, but this shit new.
that's 2 weeks.
It's new, but I mean, fuck it. I'll rest it when we win.
You reading
Man.
that shit, right?
I thought they was gonna lose because
That's
they
2
was out there
weeks.
beefing and shit. They was in the locker room fighting and shit.
Now, where you hear that at though?
Bro, I heard that shit.
That's
Denver?
the funniest shit ever.
Tell me what you heard, because
Yeah,
I
comments.
I heard they was fighting. In
Yeah,
the locker room.
drop the breaking news because I ain't never heard that though.
I heard they was fighting in the locker room.
Who told you that?
Who was fighting in the locker
That's what
room?
they said.
That's what they say.
my nigga got sources.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what they
Wait,
say.
who was fighting in the
That's what
locker
they say.
room?
That's what they say.
Aaron Gordon. And
Oh, is that where you got that black eye and shit from?
Michael Porter Jr. was fighting. That's why Michael Porter Jr. Shoulder really fucked
Hey, that's
up.
what they say. That's
Who
what
the
they
hell
say.
said that?
That's what they say. My man got a black eye. My man got a fucked up shoulder, man. They
That's
said they was
some
up in that
wild
fight.
shit, though. I never heard that.
Hey,
They got together though.
Draymond and Jordan Poole.
Nah, it was they shook up afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Had the team.
Oh, it's a friendly fate. So
that's
who comes
wild.
out of this series? OKC.
I want to say
and
Denver. It depends on what he said. Eric Gordon. If he healthy, I want to say.
You don't think Jokic can do it on his own?
Nah.
Not without Aaron Gordon.
Not
He was
without
playing
Aaron
too
Gordon.
good.
Not without Aaron
They
Gordon.
got this
Hey,
far because of Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
I'll put to you like this:
Aaron Gordon bring.
If
a
Eric
lot of
Gordon
good
is
defense,
hurt,
too.
Jamal Murray got to be Jamal Murray, and Michael Porter Jr. got to be Michael Porter Jr.
Hey,
Michael
again.
Jordan, put
They was getting cheated. They was
his shoulder
they was
fucked
cheating
up. He
the-
got slammed on the
They
shoulder.
was cheating the one night though. Jamal Murray definitely was getting fouled when he went to the hole.
Where'd you hear this?
Cuz where you get your sources
Yeah.
from?
Oh, that's what I heard.
Hey, that's what they
man.
say. That's what they say.
said.
Shit.
Who is they?
He was like, yeah, I can't,
he
what
not-
he say? I can't
can't
my
reveal his
source.
sources.
Reveal the sources.
That's
That's a wild.
journalism.
That's a wild
Yeah,
take
man.
though.
My baby watching live. She said I got hoochie daddies on.
Oh God.
Hey baby.
But
Anyway.
I'm just saying though, like, what has Jamal Murray been this whole fucking series? Please tell me.
Off and on.
But the thing is like, okay, so you haven't seen Jamal Murray, you haven't seen Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon. You've seen him; he's shown up clutch, but you haven't really seen him. So if they could pull together, you don't think they could pull together one good game
And
out of 7?
They just played the game 7
And I think
against
they might win.
the Clippers.
This the craziest
Yeah.
thing I'm about to tell y'all, and y'all gonna laugh hard as it. They probably gonna win because stupid ass Westbrook will have a Westbrook game. And,
Exactly. You know,
Westbrook be pissing me
But
off.
listen,
Man,
he
he pissed me off
game
too, bro.
7.
Did you see
Hey,
that
the
game
ball-
6?
pissed
No,
me off,
game
bro.
7.
Like-
He came straight in and threw the ball away
Yeah,
twice.
he pissing me off.
Stepped
bro.
out of
and I'm a
bounds,
Westbrook
yeah.
fan.
He turned it over twice, and then he went up for a layup, got blocked. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, he do. But this one of them
Shooting
games where
threes.
he'll have 15 tomorrow.
But he averaged down at 15 for the playoffs.
We gonna see,
he
man.
still sucks.
He sucks though.
Yeah,
But he good too.
He say so.
okay, so
we were just talking about that in the car. Like
better-
he
I
one
think-
of those players that motherfucker, you bet not shoot the ball.
You better not shoot it, and he's still gonna shoot it though.
But he
He's
gonna
that
shoot it.
he's that one person at the rec where he shoots. He's like, fuck.
But the coach said it. He said, "Man, I
gotta
can't tell
take
him to
that
stop
shit, though.
playing how he play." But he said when he mess up like that, I just take him out.
Yeah, he took that motherfucker out too, boy. He was a
But
man
then
of
he
his
came
fucking
back
word,
in,
bro.
and he came back in the second half and
But
did
he
all
got-
right.
Yeah, but he got to play in the rhythm. Like the coach understand. Like I got to leave him out there for a few minutes before he could catch the rhythm.
Oh no, he took him
when
out
he
real
when he
quick.
come in and he try to be aggressive, he be fucking
Nah.
up, bro. Like
But
he got to let the game
They
come
gonna
to
win
him.
because it's the game 7. He'll come out and have 15, hit some threes,
But then you look at
and then come blow
OKC.
game. Look, then come blow game. Look, then he gonna come blow game 1 against Minnesota.
Well, let me ask you this.
He'll
So
play good against Minnesota.
No, he gonna come back.
he gonna
and
go under
shoot
on
over.
points. Watch.
we got some other
they be having
topics to
his
get to,
points
so I
back,
just
too.
want to get y'all pick on this. We didn't talk much about OKC because OKC is healthy and they do what they do. But I have Denver. What say you?
I got OKC.
I got Denver.
I got Denver.
I got Denver too.
I think that, and this is some conspiracy shit, but they probably want Denver to play Minnesota because of last year. They can
Last
hype
year.
the
Yeah, no.
rivalry up.
So we get. Let's say we get that
But-
rematch.
But
It's a good storyline.
But
Or they could say
But-
who league it is.
okay, I mean Minnesota, they trying to get my man the league so bad. My man about to win the MVP. They might be like he a legend killer. What the fuck they keep calling him?
Yeah.
And he go up in there. He gonna put his ass out too because he just won the
Anthony
MVP.
Edwards.
Yeah, well,
Hell yeah.
The way I
Anthony
see it,
Edwards.
That's a good.
the way
that's a
I
good
see
take
it,
on
Minnesota comes out of the West either way. The way I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it.
Minnesota coming out the West.
No,
There's
my man
ifs,
winning.
ands,
Okay.
buts
My man,
about that
winning-
shit.
my man about to win the championship.
Right, because
Yeah.
think about it like this. If they play Denver again and I beat Denver, that means Jokic, I done put your ass out
Twice.
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I done put the MVP that y'all got up over here.
He putting either.
I'm putting him out
either
too.
Or. But the funny thing is, I think Denver is a better matchup to Minnesota than OKC. If they play OKC, I think OKC getting the fuck up out of here in
Julius
5.
Randle
If they
gonna
play
kill
against,
that
if they
guy.
play against
I think-
Denver,
I
I
think
think
Ju-
it'll be a tougher
I
series.
think OKC just does the when you mentioned earlier characters. I know OKC they have somewhat of characters.
they got background. They got some
they got
characters.
background
They got like
dancers.
brumans.
They got background dancers. It's kind of like OKC's the Four Tops and the Timberwolves are the Temptations.
They got those.
Anybody
Brumman.
can take the mic.
Brumman was on Martin maybe about 5 episodes, but
Right,
we remember
yeah.
him so much. But that's who he is. They don't have a fucking Tommy.
No,
or
they
a Cole
don't.
that
They
just
don't have-
in every-
I'm mad
you
I
feel
know
me?
that. I'm mad I know that.
They don't have
reference.
real.
Hey, that's what's up, bro.
Because I mean,
That's
if
the
you look
greatest
at
comedy show.
if you look
Yes,
at
sir.
if you look at like real role play like teams that have like strong characters, like I think about the 2000s Lakers team. Obviously, I'm a Lakers
Yeah.
fan. That's what I relate to. Or you even think about the 2000s.
Lakers fan.
Think about that Spurs team.
Hey, the Lakers is
think
a
about
great
that. Think about that Spurs team. That first Spurs team that won the chip. When you had David Robinson, you had Duncan, you had real guys, or even the Kawhi Spurs, where you had Boris Diaw.
But if you go back to this conversation that we having, we talking about Denver. We mentioned Aaron
Denver
Gordon.
has those.
We mentioned Aaron
Michael
Gordon.
Porter
We mentioned
Jr.
Michael Porter Jr. We
And
mentioned
Denver
Russ
has
Brooks.
main
ain't doing
character
shit.
in
We
it.
haven't. We talk about OKC. We just like
They don't have that.
Is they gonna win? We
No,
don't. We
they-
ain't talking
no,
about
like
who
on
need
some-
to step up,
on some
or
standard-
we know Chet there.
on some standard basketball
But-
shit though. They ain't gonna get it done because you need another score. Like
You really do.
When you get in the fourth quarter and it's crunch time, they only have
score.
Shea.
You need a consistent.
And so then where you gonna get the other?
And then that
And
last game,
and we saying Denver don't. We saying, but somebody in Denver going to step up. Whether it might be
It's gonna
Murray
be
or it might
Westbrook.
be Westbrook or it might be
Brunson.
Gordon or it might be one of
Bruce, yeah, he be hooping.
It might be one that we know somebody from Denver gonna step up. They might not all step up at the same time, but we know Joker gonna get some help from somebody.
I would say the wild card in that game tomorrow is gonna be Brown. He gonna
Brown.
be little
Bron.
Oh,
Brown. Yeah, he gonna be the wild card because every
He
game
decent.
he
He
be
hooping.
doing
He's
every
consistent.
game.
He been
I'm
the
just
most
saying,
consistent on
he
that
just
team.
might he just might have one of those games. He might explode, so you don't know. But I still
Pause. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I still
that
got
was
okay.
wild.
He might
That was
explode.
wild.
Yeah,
Gotta say
okay.
pause.
So okay. So
Hey,
Yeah, that
yo.
was a wild one.
let me ask you this. We went over all four, right? All four series. Got a good consensus of what's happening. Is it too early to forecast who's going to win the chip?
we said Minnesota.
I got my. Are we all good on
I
Minnesota?
want Minnesota.
I can't really say, but I know when we was on the way over here, I said between OKC if they win tomorrow, Minnesota, New York, and Indiana, this is the prime time to try to win a chip right now because after that it's gonna be a little difficult for one of them damn teams to get back.
I know what's about.
This
You
man
mean
named
after the
every-
OGs
this man-
reload?
It's gonna be a battle between New York.
This man just named every
And
team
Minnesota.
that's playing.
No. He's saying
Pick one.
No. He's saying
I can't
they
choose.
he said it's a good time for them to get it,
Right.
Because ain't none of them getting it next
To
year.
the viewers.
Oh, hell no.
To the
Nah,
viewers
if
out there.
Ant get- if Ant
We
get
are
it-
in Indiana.
If Ant get it,
And we don't got no
If
fucking
Ant get
faith
it,
in
he gon-
Indiana going to the fucking finals.
if Ant get it,
We
he-
know what time it is.
If Ant,
No,
win,
the
he winning
Pacer
back
fans
to back.
probably roast us.
Nah, them motherfuckers know damn well they ain't about to beat New York.
What you said? What you said, Bud?
If
I think they
Ant-
got a better team though.
If Ant win, he going back to the finals next year.
No,
You think
He
so?
winning back to back.
Nah,
I don't know.
not when you got because
Bruh,
look,
they
no.
want that man to be the face of the
They want him
NBA.
to be the
They
face.
know the answer.
I'm gonna
you got to
give.
get another Jordan type.
I'm gonna give you
character
one- I'm gonna give
that
you-
Yeah,
continues
but-
to win, and they say he'll win our.
But he not even like
I don't think
killing.
Listen.
I'm not telling you he killing.
He not
They
even
want-
dominating.
listen, They want him to
look.
dominate.
I'll
But he
give you
not
this.
dominating.
Ant is a bona fide winner. All right. Hallie is a bubbling star.
Wait, why?
New York
Time
is
out.
great, huh?
Let's get this straight.
Oh no,
this straight.
just follow me real quick. Hold on to that thought. New York is a very sexy team in the East.
Hey, yo.
and then who we got? Who we got?
OKC.
Pause.
But OKC is going to be OKC. Those teams will be around for a very long time, right? Those
are.
teams are going to be around in
Indiana
playoff
just went
contention
to the Eastern Conference Finals
for
last year.
But next year is going to be a last ride for
It's
a
gonna be a
lot of
landscape.
superstars.
Yeah. You gotta look at, like-
it's going to be a last ride for Bron. It's going to be a last ride for Steph. It's going to be a last ride
Yeah.
for wherever
They know
KD
that
goes.
shit.
Right.
Because wherever KD goes, and Giannis will get traded this summer.
I think this
Giannis
year was
will
the
get
last
traded
ride
this
for
summer.
their ass.
Steph maybe,
Hey.
Steph maybe, and maybe KD.
You don't
But,
think Bron?
bro?
Because you're a Lakers fan.
No, it's not because I'm a Lakers fan.
Man, get Bron the fuck up out of here.
Get him the fuck up.
Nah, Dre talking
can't wait
Pacers
to-
will beat the Knicks. Get the fuck out of here. The reason why I say it is because the league will not allow Bron to go out sorry.
The fuck?
He already
What?
lost
Sorry,
outside.
this
He done lost the last 8
3
years.
seasons.
Oh,
gosh.
Please don't.
Hey, don't do it
this.
because
Don't do this.
somebody reading the comments and
Listen,
somebody
no.
talking.
Hey,
They
hold
gave
on.
him Luca.
Hold up, they lost.
They gave the Lakers.
They
Luka.
lost. Yeah, the league will
They
not.
trying to
Listen,
get Bron up out of here.
Since Bron, since 2020, when they
I
win
knew
that
somebody was gonna bring Bron
2020.
somewhere.
he has lost the last 5 years.
Well, he went to West
I
Conference
know.
Finals.
So have
He got
29 other
swept.
teams.
But
That means he
So-
might as well not been there.
Listen,
So 29
listen,
other
this
teams.
how you know they don't listen. The Lakers would have beat Minnesota if
they was
JJ
still
Redick
fucking
would
with-
allow.
No, stop.
Listen, if JJ Redick would allow
LeBron to
allow
run the
LeBron to
offense.
run the offense,
He should've ran the offense.
He allowed Luka to run. How the fuck you let LeBron James play the fucking corner?
Yeah, like they ain't fucking with Bron.
Like they ain't fucking with Bron.
I-
like if they'd allow LeBron James to run the offense and
Listen,
let LeBron beat
listen.
LeBron, they would have beat Minnesota.
I understand what you're saying, but LeBron
But
said
then-
out of his mouth, even if they would have won more games or won another game and that last game they played,
gosh. What
he
you
would have
got?
been out for the rest of the season.
What you
Do
got?
you really think he's
Hey,
hurt?
hold on. Hey, hold on.
hurt.
Wait.
He
What
think
you got, Mark? Wait.
You believe he
He think he really
Hold
hurt?
up. Wait, Mark got something to say.
think
What you got to
LeBron
say?
really hurt? That's
I really
crazy.
think he's. I
Dre-
really think
Wait,
he's really
when
hurt.
did he get hurt?
Dre said LeBron had his last and final ride.
I feel you, Dre.
When did,
Dre.
wait, when did he
I
get
feel
hurt?
you.
If he didn't get hurt, but when did he get hurt?
He got hurt when he slammed it to DiVincenzo.
First of
Who?
all,
Man,
listen,
Bron?
Small
if
ass
Bron-
dude.
listen,
Are you serious,
This time
bro?
about tell you
That's
about
when Bron got
Clutch.
hurt.
This
It's
one
an
thing-
MCL.
hold on, this
Are
one
you
thing-
serious,
hold on,
bro?
hold on.
You
MCL.
really believe that shit?
What this one thing about Clutch in they fucking narratives.
Yeah.
Bro, if he really was hurt, they would have talked about that shit on ESPN.
They
for real.
would've.
They
They
did.
ran
They
it
tried.
across.
No, they
the,
didn't.
They
Talk
ran
about
it
that
across
shit.
the screen and nobody bought
They
it.
ain't say
And they
shit.
said- it's the same thing that happened a year when
he
got
hurt his hand.
when he got swept, and they tried to come out and say
They
he
tried.
hurt his hand. They ain't talk about it. It's
And Clutch
over.
Sports kind of
They
run
ain't say shit,
ESPN.
bro.
They know
Bruh,
that shit's some
they ain't-
bullshit.
They know that's some
And he
bullshit.
knew,
real
and he
talk.
knew
I'm
that
not.
fucking AD was getting traded.
I understand you guys live
Definitely
with your
That's not a
tinfoil hats
conspiracy.
on.
That's
Tin
not
full
conspiracy,
hats
bro.
on.
Hey,
Here you go.
you
You
don't
had
think-
a way to
so you
mention
don't
the
think-
Lakers somewhere up
so
in
you
here,
don't
didn't you?
think-
No, I'm
So
just
you
saying. No. I think it's going to be one of them. I don't know which
Listen,
one it's going to be,
so you
but
don't-
I think KD is going to be in contention next year.
Yeah, he probably
so
gonna use
so will
Because he got it in his hand.
Fix you guys. And Steph is going to be in contention next year too.
If they get
there
a
are,
big man,
there are
if
a
they
lot
don't,
of players
he'll be in the
right
same
now.
place where he
There are a
at.
lot of players right now that are on some last ride shit.
Okay, well, if you feeling like that, where do you think Giannis is gonna land up?
Go to state.
I hope
No.
he don't.
Hell
Well,
no.
I don't care now because Steph
Fuck
got his
no.
championship.
I said it before.
Full
I said it
shit.
before.
They said
and
he
I'll say
wanted
it
to go to
again.
Golden State. They
Oh, for
claimed.
real?
I
They came out today and said that he said that he wanted to play with fucking Steph, but I don't know how true
But,
that is.
Giannis, if he's gonna move, he wants to move to a big market. But I think that if Milwaukee is smart, they would trade him to OKC.
I don't know if that even works.
Who Chet?
You would have to give Chet.
They got a couple.
I
young
give
pe-
up Chet for him.
The
'cause
five.
I would,
I'm
but-
not even
I'm
looking
just-
at
you know
Chet.
what?
I'm
But
not.
then-
Even,
but then
I'm looking at 5 first round draft picks.
But they gonna want a player.
Who
Soon.
cares about these?
They gonna want a player.
They're gonna have to give up a player. I'm sure. They're gonna have to give. They got to give up what $40-something million. They have
But-
to.
but
Okay,
do that even
that's just the
fit?
way it
Does
works.
that- does that
but
fit, though?
but I don't. I understand you have to trade the players. Cool, you get the players. If they do give him Chet, I don't fucking care.
I don't think
because
Giannis
I don't care because I want those picks. Those picks are more valuable
All
than
right,
Chet.
this first of all, Giannis not.
Those
going,
picks are more valuable than injury prone Chet.
He not going to OKC. It's a small
But-
market. If he leaves, he's going to a big market.
He gonna go to a
I mean,
big market.
I did see Miami floated out there, which if I'm Giannis, I don't want to go to Miami because of how they treat their
Miami
superstars.
been floated out there. New York has been floated out
They
I
there.
don't
said
like, that's not a good pick.
he can't.
Houston has definitely been floated out there because Houston got the assets.
What I can see, I can see Houston. I can't see
KD
any
going to Houston.
I can't see any LA teams.
I seen that
Nah.
possible.
KD would fit Houston because they need a score.
I feel like KD would fit Miami.
no,
No, I can see him
he
fitting
fit
in
Houston
Houston.
because they play defense. All they need is
A
is
legit
that.
score, and they need that score that's going.
gonna
Hey,
give
in
you
the fourth
buckets when I
quarter,
need it.
I know he gonna take over the game.
Because if Jalen Green, and this just matchups, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Jalen Green was that as a scorer, as much as I like Golden State, they put them the fuck up out of them on some strictly basketball shit. Because Steph had the worst time playing against them.
Yeah,
They defense is impeccable. They just didn't have to score.
I mean,
My top scorer can't score 8 points, 3 games in a 7-game series.
I mean
That's
that,
crazy.
that makes sense. I don't see Giannis going to any. Just back to Giannis, I don't see him going to any Eastern Conference teams. I only see him going to the Western Conference, and I don't think it's. I don't think
but
it's LA
Giannis said
or-
he don't want to lead the East. He came out. He said, "I don't want to lead the
They
East."
don't want him to lead the East.
No, he said he don't want to
lead the East.
Yeah, he said he don't want to lead the East.
And then if that's the case, then I mean,
That's in that. It's in my.
the only place I can see him going and being successful long term would probably be Orlando.
Now I heard this, but I'm like Charles Barkley. Kendrick Perkins is an idiot, but sometimes he be right. Right? He threw out Toronto. He threw out in Toronto without the players.
I think
You got Ingram over there. You could give up RJ Barrett,
you do have they have players and they have I don't know if they got picks,
and
but
they
got
pulled
players.
off the
Okay,
Kawhi shit.
but
I
if
heard.
you-
I heard it was
Yeah.
Raptors, Nets.
Who for Giannis?
no, I don't
Giannis,
think it
yeah.
was the Nets.
The Nets.
Look,
I'm just looking at a team.
And
that wants to be a
today I
contender.
heard- Golden
and
State.
and I've heard.
No,
I've also
that's the
heard
media,
Spurs.
The media is trying to either get him to New York or California.
No, New
No,
York.
no,
ain't
I'm not.
taking
I'm not
it.
talking
That was
big
the
market.
media. No, I'm talking about New York, like Brooklyn or.
That's
you know
not.
what I'm
That's
saying?
not the media. Remember,
Did he
Giannis
say
came
it?
out. No, remember Giannis
said
came
he
out
wanna go
last
to a
year.
big market.
You want to go to a
He
big
said.
market.
He said. I hope me and Jokic get traded to big
bigger
markets,
markets.
and
Like
every
Luka.
European goes to big markets like Luca.
Yeah.
He said it out of his own mouth.
Yeah.
But they big already. They won championships and they countries is behind them. What the fuck they need to go to a bigger market
That's just
for?
what he said. That's what
Man,
he
hey,
said.
the money is different.
So now
Money
here's
is
the thing.
New York and LA.
No,
if
I
you
would
tr-
rather go to Golden State. Well, the tech companies
You still
leaving.
in-
they
I can see
leaving.
that.
They
Oh, the
leaving.
tech companies come
Yeah,
to
they come to
Chicago.
Chicago.
But
So
think
he
about
might
this
come to
though.
Chicago.
So now,
That
if
man's
you
not
trade,
coming to
if you trade
Why not?
Giannis,
He already here.
listen. But if you trade Giannis,
He already
you
in
might as well
Chicago.
be in a fucking full rebuild mode.
In Milwaukee.
You know what? You might as well, like if we trade Giannis, Dame, I know you hurt, but we got to find somebody to go.
They can't trade Dame while you're doing.
Let me ask you
Shit,
this.
I done
And
seen
they
it
own
done.
too much
Let me
money.
let me throw this out there.
They own
Okay.
too much money.
Let me throw this out there.
They can't trade him while that injury.
Can you
Not
can
with
you
that
see
injury.
Not with that injury.
can you see Giannis getting traded to Boston?
Fuck no.
But they already
Well,
trying to
shit.
give up money, so they don't.
Yeah,
they're
they
not
got-
gonna take on the money.
Yeah.
They got
They got
they got a
$200,000
star.
players.
Either or, if they get rid of Jalen Green or
Jaylen Brown.
You don't think they can
or Tatum.
facilitate? You don't
That
think they
could be
can
a good
facilitate a 3-4 team trade that could get?
If he go
Giannis
to
to
Boston,
It's possible. I'm not
I
saying with the NBA, I'm
guarantee
not
you-
saying this shit can't happen.
I guarantee you they will give up Jalen Brown before they give up fucking Tatum.
Nope, they'll give up. They'll
Yeah,
give up
they
Tatum.
give up Tatum.
You think so?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
would
giving
not.
up Tatum.
They would not give up.
Is it because
Nah,
of the
Tatum got
Achilles?
bad luck.
Is it because of the Achilles?
No, they just won't.
Nah,
give
because
him-
they'll
rid
give
of
up
him.
Tatum because they've been disrespecting him his whole career. So I'm gonna say
But Tatum are more of a fan favorite than Brown. than Brown is over there.
Yeah, niggas don't like him around that much.
Yeah. and I heard that's a racist town, so Tatum played more on the spectrum. You feel me?
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up.
That's what they say.
But
That's true.
Brown don't.
fact,
I mean,
Brown okay with playing for Boston, but he don't like Boston like how like they did Bill Russell back in the day. He don't really feel fucking Boston like that. He can't stand the motherfucker.
No. He said he loves Boston.
When?
So you get that
I've
300
seen
million.
it plenty of
Yeah,
times.
he got.
I love it too.
Well,
shit.
hey, well, no, hey, Puncho, stop that. He got a 300 million because Ja got hurt. If Ja don't get hurt, he don't make none of them teams.
I'm just saying.
He don't
They
make
pay-
none of
they
them
pay-
first teams.
You don't.
He don't
Okay.
make. If Ja didn't get suspended and was able to, who he was going to be over on any of them teams? You slide Ja on there because he would have got it,
Yeah.
and everybody else deserved it. Brown don't get on there.
You got a point.
That's
Talk
a
about for
fact.
the Olympic team?
No,
No.
for
No,
the
one of
slot.
them.
Nah.
No,
For
no.
first, second, and third.
With their
team.
contract, the way their contracts are structured. If
Oh
you
yeah,
get
yeah,
first
yeah.
team-
That's right.
So
Yeah,
Ja couldn't get it, so they had to slide somebody in there. He
Yeah,
got
because
it.
he got hurt. Yeah.
But if you put Ja on
Ja's
that,
retarded,
if we
that's
pull
why.
up those three and we look at Ja stupid as hell, and you look at the list, who you gonna take off with Brown?
Yeah.
Look,
So we, like I mentioned,
Well,
we-
Dre said whoever signed his brother will get him.
whoever signed the
Yeah.
nastiest.
the
Hey,
nastiest.
I'm just saying. Look, players that I'm keeping a eye on in the offseason. Giannis,
Giannis, KD.
KD, Booker.
Booker's not
Booker, you
leaving.
say Booker ain't
He not
gonna
going
leave.
nowhere.
They said he ain't leaving.
Man, I wouldn't be surprised. And
And,
I
Unless
know
he
they say
requests
they
one.
not gonna move this motherfucker. I'm keeping my eye on motherfucking the Pelicans and Zion. I'm keeping my eye on that.
But
real
that's,
quick,
I could
real
see
quick.
them
I
trading
can see
him.
them. Oh, Ja might be gone too.
I can see. Thank
Memphis
you.
ain't fucking.
I
with
can
Ja
see
no
Ja
more.
might be gone too.
We're losing, and you keep doing dumb shit.
I do want to say, I understand why you say Booker, but being almost a Phoenix native, and being from out that way, and understanding what Booker went through, and understanding the love they got murals of this guy out there.
Okay.
There's no way. There's no way.
Dallas
said he don't
Dallas
wanna leave.
loved Luca.
No, it's different. It's different. Dallas loved Luca, but Luca didn't go through what Book went through.
And the NBA.
Oh,
wanted-
please
and the
explain
NBA
what
ain't
he
want the
went
Lakers.
But Book went through them being the worst.
They want
team
the
in
Lakers
league,
to still be
bro.
relevant.
Yeah,
don't
they needed the Lakers to still be relevant.
No, yeah, they're not. Yeah, that was a ploy.
that was
but,
the NBA.
but that was NBA.
Yeah, they ain't
But
had shit to do with
they ain't had
nothing
shit.
but the
They
NBA.
told Rich Paul, "Hey, your man's got to leave."
Right.
Phoenix loved Book like Chicago loved Jordan. It's different.
I
bro.
swear, don't make me start because I'm gonna tell you, call your girl over there in LA
No,
and
listen.
make that phone call.
No. If they trade Book, my daughter will call me crying.
Yeah,
Your
Book
dog.
said Book
They,
said
my
his
said the
daughter
only
will
re-
call me crying.
They said the only way
They
Booker leaving is
love
if he
Book out
asks.
there.
They said if
Okay.
he asks to leave, they'll let him go.
So
But he would never do
But
that.
at the same time, though, Bradley Bill, bro, you ain't bringing me shit. You got to
I
go,
can see
bro.
Bill
he
and KD
got the
going.
best agent
but
ever. in
Yeah, but
life.
the thing is, doesn't Beal have to
No trade
okay.
clause.
no trade clause.
Can't go nowhere.
Unless he weighed that motherfucker.
Man,
They
that's-
wanted him to waive it for
y'all-
Jimmy Butler.
That's the coach.
No.
That's the coach's fault. Coaches got to learn how to coach, bro.
You
When you
fired
got
a
somebody
coach
like
after
Bradley
one
Beal,
season.
Yeah, that they can get a good coach in there that could play Bradley Beal and Booker together. They'll be all right.
This is a topic for you guys. Michael Jordan joined the media. He's joining what, NBC next season. What say you about
As a
this?
contributor.
As a contributor?
What is his
Meaning what?
contribution?
What do you think? Do you think Michael
What's
Jordan
a
will have meaningful
So meaning
contribution?
he more likely fill in or do commentating here whenever they need him to.
Not
Nah, I
so
don't
not
think
not,
he's gonna
not
do
so
a good
much
job.
not so
Yeah, I
much
don't think
Tom
he'll do a
Brady
good
like
I don't think he'll
right?
do a good job.
What you mean when they need him to? He Michael fucking Jordan. The ratings gonna go high every time he on there. They
And
gonna
that's
need
what
him
I'm
every
saying.
episode.
I don't know how they got it worked out. All I know is they say he's supposed to be a contributor. I don't know
might not-
exactly what he gonna be doing. I don't know if he gonna be like on the sideline or if he gonna be like commentating the
I had a
game.
question.
You're the one that got sources. Shouldn't you ask them?
Commentating, would y'all really want to get Jordan commentating?
Ooh, man, damn.
Y'all might not like Jordan.
And
Y'all
they-
might not like Jordan.
That's
no
what
more
I'm saying.
commentating.
Because you know, matter of fact, I was reading the post. They was like, LeBron James better get geared up. Because if Michael Jordan is calling your game, you ain't gonna want to hear the shit he got to really say.
Yeah.
No, Jordan ain't gonna.
Jordan ain't gonna be no
like that.
commentating would be horrible for him, probably.
Man.
No, he might do like the death shit though. Not the sideline shit.
Dre said MJ wants to make sure LeBron will be following him.
Do you think that he will actually have meaningful commentating, or do you think that it'll just?
No.
I mean, is he gonna
He'll
be
be
a
trash
is he gonna
at
be a
that
Tony Romo, or is he
It'll
gonna
be-
be a Tom Brady?
It's gonna be hard. Like
Yeah, it's gonna
he's
be hard
considered
for
the
him.
GOAT. He's considered the greatest player. So
Damn.
the shit that he got to say, Is he
I
gonna go
don't think
deep
he
with
know
it,
basketball.
or is he gonna like just keep
Because
it?
I've never heard Michael Jordan be a X and O's
Yeah, that's
guy
what I'm
like
saying.
Kobe was.
He not that.
Yeah,
He was
He's-
horrible at putting a team together.
Right, and
so-
on top of that, he's very competitive. So I can't see him commentating, bro. That's
that shit is.
That's like, man, you
That
can
shit
you
would be
see him?
funny,
it's
though.
hard for him to do it because he's everybody's favorite.
Right.
Damn
And
near.
can
So
you
what the
see
fuck
him
he supposed to-
commentating?
He supposed to say bad shit about people, like,
Right.
Like Charles Barkley be talking.
Charles
Like
Barkley.
imagine
Funny,
Michael
though.
Jordan saying that shit when he's. When
I can
he's
see
that
him
person's
calling the
favorite player.
game and saying, "Man, he shouldn't have took that shot. If it was me, I did this." But you know, man, it's gonna
I've
be
never
wild.
I've never seen Michael Jordan actually commentate
why I said
on
I've never seen
anybody
him talk
else's
like
game
that.
ever.
I have,
Yeah, I've never seen
Yeah.
him
When?
really.
I have, like,
I've never seen him talk about anybody that he hasn't played against.
yeah, like in the Last Dance, he broke down certain players like games, but not like to that extent.
Yeah, but commentating probably.
Yeah, the commentating might
different,
be a little
bro.
different, bro.
Yeah.
Like you say, because I thought like actually like Tom Brady commentating better than I like Tony Romo. I can't stand
Michael
his
Jordan
ass.
got people out there wearing his shoes and shit.
Yeah.
Like how you supposed to talk bad
Yeah,
about somebody
that shit.
playing this shit? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that nigga
People
suck.
under his
He suck.
contract. But I'm saying, what are you
Yeah.
gonna say? Like, just imagine if Jason Tatum fucking up a Luka. They under a contract with him.
Ooh, yeah.
They fucking up.
All right, so we're just gonna get smiling Mike. All
can see.
right. Smile,
Yeah.
smile and wave.
Basically, Mike would have to come in there and he got to keep it 100.
Man,
Don't be
That dude an
biased.
asshole. He gonna
Yeah,
he
he
gonna
don't know how to
Exactly.
commentate.
He ain't
probably
gonna keep
for
it
him,
cool.
but-
I'm super
Yeah.
interested to see how it goes because, like I said, he's never come off as this very cerebral guy. So to see him break it down, like to see the, if he's going to give us a mind of the game, I would love to see that. But
love
I
to see
just,
that
I,
part.
doubt, I
How
doubt.
Kobe did. When Kobe was, he
Yeah.
had this segment on ESPN, Details.
Details, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
like that.
can't see him doing
Nah, he
that.
ain't doing
But
nothing like
if he does, it'd be pretty cool to see.
People in the that's watching in the chat, please just put in there who do you think or what do you think commentary like if Michael Jordan did it, if he's gonna be more like Tony Romo, he's gonna be more like Tom Brady, or he gonna be like Charles Barkley, one of them people that played the game
Charles
now
Barkley.
retired. Because if he can't be Charles is
I
one
get,
on one.
I get nothing meaningful from Charles Barkley.
Charles just be talking mad.
I
shit,
get
bro.
no real
I think he
takes.
gamble. I think all his
How's
opinions based on his gambling.
I tell you, there's a Lakers sucker.
Nah, be
JJ Redick can't coach a team. He can barely end his
But
a
sometimes
sentence.
he do be dropping some truth.
Hey,
sometimes.
Dre said it has to be a limited role because his voice is so powerful it will ruin careers.
That's what I was saying. That's why I'm like, he the GOAT. Like, how you supposed to talk about somebody? The fuck? And like I said, he Michael Jordan. They like a limited role.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the ratings gonna go through the roof.
Yeah,
We don't hear him talk that much.
They gonna shoot through the right.
And it's gonna be like, damn, you need to come on the next episode. Well, the next game, you need to do the next game.
Yeah,
I don't depend on what he do, but commentating the game, I don't know.
yeah. We just gotta see
You
what
might
the
not
detail.
like him if you commentated the game.
We gotta see what the details is.
Now that we're halfway through, real quick, I want to throw a special shout out to Layup Parlays. Layup Parlays is going to be helping us with our picks coming up. It's going to be our prize picks. It's going to be our fan duel. Is to be totally honest, it's just a nigga I DM'd on Instagram, but he was really cool about it. So if you watching my guy, we definitely want to get some picks from you. Go follow him on Instagram, Layup Parlays, and we're gonna be doing some work together. Eventually, hopefully next week we'll have some picks for the playoffs, and then also next week we're gonna be doing some post game live shows for the final. So throw that in there.
He says,
It really is just a nigga I met on.
he said, shit.
I think he's resetting from like South Carolina or some shit.
Yeah, you don't even know where he from.
I
you
don't
don't
know,
know.
yeah.
so
Wait,
then-
wait. So have you been winning?
Have
you
you
don't
won
know?
with him?
Like, yeah.
I don't
Tell
fucking
me
know.
you
He
won.
said,
You should at least lied and said you won.
nah, I to be totally honest, I think his picks are straight.
Just to be honest, a nigga I
Yeah,
DM
no, he's
on
from South.
Instagram.
He's from South Carolina.
So then-
I met him on Instagram today.
Shit.
So then it has to be
Okay.
prize
From South
picks.
Carolina,
Nah,
you official?
layup parlays, dog. Layup parlays. No prize picks. No prize picks. Layup parlays.
Shit, Petey Pablo from North
So you
Carolina.
played something? You played a ticket and you took some of his bets?
Nah, I met this nigga today. But anyway, I told him he was gonna be on. I told him he was gonna shout him out. So hell yeah,
I'll
layup
be tuning
parlays.
in.
Shit, tell
Shout
him
out to Lil Parlay.
we gonna fuck with him.
Yeah,
gonna
we
fuck
gonna
with him.
fuck with you, man. We're gonna give you a chance.
Yeah, give you a chance. I'll put a ticket in and take your picks.
And he does mostly baseball, which is cool. I really like baseball,
okay.
but I told him hook up some shit for the final, so we'll see.
Man, that's what's up.
Well, we might want to stick to baseball because he
I
might give
love
us some
baseball.
basketball
Oh,
picks
since you throwing little stuff up in there, hey, people in the chat, I don't know, maybe sometime this summer, tune in for a race between Coach Dre and Mark. We're gonna see who the fastest. They promised that they was gonna race, and they gonna race live. So if you get burned,
I'm gonna bring out the drone for this shit.
If I get burned, I get burned, but it's all right.
I found somebody dug up an old race from 10 years ago where I blew my hamstring.
oh
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's terrible. So we'll move on to one of the tinfoil subjects real quick. The draft results.
Hold on. Hey, Dre said how much he paid for that shout out.
Dre need to mind his damn business.
Hey, Dre better
Okay.
just start stretching.
If we
now.
talking about
Put
that
shit in
draft,
the summer.
I know,
Dre,
I
he
know,
on this
I know. They
fucking
might
talk.
agree with me on this, but man, that's some damn
So
conspiracy.
so the Mavericks had a 1.8% chance.
bro.
of
Oh, man,
Why we
you
gotta talk
gotta
about
know
it?
the one-
Fuck
you
Why we
gotta-
gotta talk about this, bro? This,
Hey, no, what?
we know
Hey,
what
look.
it is.
Okay,
no
I'm
conspiracy.
glad you bringing this up because here's the take that I have on that.
Okay.
because I was
get
watching the
mad
show.
next.
Okay.
Right. So we know that they had a 1.8 chance percent of winning, right?
Right,
And
somewhere
then
around
with
there.
Chicago had what 1.7, right?
Oof.
Right. Now listen,
Oof.
they said that between Chicago and Dallas,
Yeah.
it came down to a fucking coin flip.
Yes. They lost a coin flip before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because they both had the exact same fucking record. A fucking coin flip, bro.
Because Chicago's ass. Who
A
gives a
coin?
fuck?
No, but I don't care. A fucking coin flip.
But that's what they
He a
do,
Bulls
though.
fan. Go rant, Bulls fan.
A fucking coin
Get your shit
fan,
off,
man.
Bulls fan.
You gotta be fucking
What
kidding
pick
me,
did
bro.
Chicago get?
Get your shit off.
We
Bulls
got the
fan.
12th. We got the
The
12th
11th or
pick,
some shit.
and then I think we got
Get mad, Bulls
I
fan.
think we got
Let 'em know how you
11th pick
feel.
too, because we got Portland's pick. But I'm like, that's bullshit, bro. A fucking coin flip
Hey.
that determines that shit.
Bulls fan.
Here's the thing.
What,
This big see you.
Here's the thing.
man? They pissing me the hell off, bro.
It's
Here's the
bigger
thing.
than the Bulls, man.
Man,
The Bulls.
It's bigger than
Bulls.
Bulls. Because
Yeah.
think about it. I need you to
Bigger
think
than
about
the
it.
Bulls.
What does Cooper Flag do for Chicago?
Yeah.
Nothing. Absolutely
I
nothing.
know what.
How do we know Cooper Flag even?
I got sources, but I ain't gonna even say what.
What? Say what your sources say. Go ahead. You ain't got a name. Just say what your sources said. Go ahead.
The league wasn't sending Cooper Flag to fucking Chicago, bro. There's so much dysfunction. The Chicago Bulls are more dysfunctional than the Detroit
He
Pistons.
the great white hope. You wasn't sending him to the Bulls.
You basically just rewarded fucking Nico Harrison for trading
Nah,
Luka.
you know that. You know how that went. The
Yeah.
NBA.
That wasn't-
The
that wasn't-
NBA. Listen, the
Nico Harris didn't
NBA
trade
called
Luka.
Dallas. Hey, that boy got to go to LA,
You gotta go to LA.
and I'm gonna call Rich.
I'ma
Rich,
call
where
Rich.
you want Anthony Davis? Where he gonna look good at?
We gonna send them.
We're gonna send him to Dallas,
We gonna send them.
And that's a fucking squad next year.
Dallas.
and
Some
that's what.
bullshit, man.
If they're healthy.
You know, Kyrie still hurt. He gonna be hurt most of the
Kyrie's
season.
still hurt.
Said he
Is
coming
they
back
supposed to
like
come back by
December.
January?
AD's gonna miss 30 games.
Man,
AD gonna miss half the season like he always
He
does.
ain't, the last 2 years he
fucking
ain't missed a
damn
lot.
coin flip, man.
He went to Dallas and missed.
Because we had the same fucking
And
record.
we're all in agreement that is rigged, right?
Hell
yeah.
that shit was
Yeah.
rigged like a motherfucker.
But are you mad at it? Outside of you, because you're a Bulls fan, but are you
Bulls
mad
fan.
at it, really?
I mean,
I'm not mad at
I'm
it.
used to it.
Man, Cooper Flag, the Great White Hope, he wasn't going to
Man,
Washington.
well, hold up.
He wasn't
I'm
going
not
to
mad at
Bulls.
it. I'm not mad at it.
Now they trying to compare this motherfucker to Larry Bird. He not Larry Bird.
Bro,
He ain't in the fucking league yet.
Bro,
Stop.
did you see what he did to them grown men in the Olympics?
I don't fucking care. He not Larry Bird.
Bro, he's better than
Hey, here y'all go with another
better than
damn
Larry
shit.
Bird.
With how
No,
over
I
you
wasn't saying that.
overhyping a motherfucker that ain't even got in the league like you
No,
did punk
it's
ass
not- it's
LeBron
not-
James.
it's
bro.
not
Yes, you
overhyped.
is. You overhyping this motherfucker.
It's not overhyped.
They're not overhyping him.
They're not overhyping
Alright,
him
bro.
when he's that dude.
Listen,
Bro,
He's
this is what-
he is
He's
that
not going to go to
dude.
Dallas and
This
be
is
the
what
bro.
I've been trying to tell y'all. He
What
got
did your
corpor-
sources say?
He got corporations behind him. What you expect for them to do?
And not only that, he plays. He does play.
He's good.
I saw him do. I
Is he
saw
that
him
good?
shake up Drew Holiday,
Bro,
Is he really that
I
good?
saw
he's
him
not a
shake up-
fucking generational talent. He's good. But y'all make it seem like he's generational talent.
He is
He's not
generational-
that.
He's a generational talent.
He's
No, I don't know. If
he's
he-
better than this year's rookie class.
His generational talent,
He
because
would've
the
went one this
generation
year.
that he in right now, his rookie class, he dominated that shit.
He would have went. He would have went
He got
one this
nothing else
year.
to say, bro.
He would have
Since he
went
was in
one
high
this year, and he
schools.
would have gave Wemby a run for his money. If Wemby wasn't
gosh.
7'6", he would have gave Wemby a run for his money.
But
The NBA just want another fucking
Outside of
great
Wembanyama?
white hope.
No,
that's all. That's what the NBA want. Another great white hope.
So punch your point. You're right. He not. It is different now because he got sponsorships already.
He does.
So now these sponsorships are gonna.
Hey,
But
Dre,
we can't-
Dre said,
Sponsorships was
Dre
Nike-
said that was a
Jordan
gift
Jordan
for
gives
giving
a
Luka
Nike.
to the Lakers.
It
That's
was.
what I just
It
said.
was.
But
fucking gift.
outside of that, we can't act like he's not the best
Shit, I
prospect
think-
to come out
I
of
think
college
Nike-
in the past 5 years. Outside of
I gotta credit
Wembanyama.
his take. Nike-
Outside of Wembanyama, he's the best prospect to come
I
out of
give
college.
you that.
Okay,
but stop overhyping kids before they come in the fucking
not
goddamn league.
overhyping them.
That's
They
not
got
overhyped.
to.
You overhype fucking LeBron, you start calling him
I
king.
don't-
And what did this motherfucker got? So 4 fucking damn rings. That's it. I want to
What
see
you
the
mean
proof that's
that's
on the
it?
motherfucking court when you get
Excuse
in the
me, sir.
league.
Listen. You can't talk about rings when you talk
Man,
about
dude,
greatness.
when you
because-
play, hey,
stop.
if you ever played basketball, you will understand exactly where I'm coming from.
No.
For rings, a lot of rings.
Listen, they
Man, you-
when
listen.
Melo, Karl
You have
Malone,
to-
Charles
you have
Barkley,
to
Melo
stop.
don't got
You have to stop
Bro,
because
man.
because in 1989 they crowned Jordan the best player to ever play.
He
Jordan was already in the league.
Not, excuse me, he had not won a ring.
But
yet.
let me-
and they
let me-
said
let
he was
me
the
be the
best
best
ever.
Man,
Let me address that,
They
though.
did the same thing for Jordan, so you can't complain when they do it for someone else.
Because Jordan
Jordan
was doing
earned
shit
that
that we
shit.
ain't seen. Like that shit
I
was like
understand it was the
magic tricks.
80s. It was the 80s.
Cooper Flag
just
coming
like-
in the same
that's
league
just
doing
like-
the same thing everybody else
I'm
is
pretty
doing.
sure an iPhone looks like
Look,
sorcery
I
back in
would
the
judge.
80s.
Hey, look, I would judge Cooper
Yeah,
Flag if
so
he
that's
can
what-
come in and
that's
change the
the point.
game.
Well, okay, so
When he changed the
That's why
game,
they-
I
that's
judge.
why-
Listen,
that's
Wait. When you say
When
that,
iPhone was
I got a question for
released,
him.
to your point, it was the greatest phone ever been released.
All right, hold on.
We
He
never
said-
seen no
he
shit
said
like that
something
before.
He said something that's important. It's only like 3 people that came to the NBA that actually changed the game. Though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I understand
It
that,
is.
but at the
one
same
of them
time,
don't get
But
as much credit.
How many number 1 picks been that lived up to the expectations besides the LeBrons and the who else?
yeah.
Besides
Wemby.
since LeBron,
Wemby.
Wemby, and who else?
That was it.
I mean, I'm sure.
But the
there's
NBA
some.
got to do a marketing plan to sell the league for the future.
Yeah,
The league is still out on who was the last number 1 pick before Wemby.
that was big Zion. And
Zion.
He was a bust.
Yeah.
The league is still out on him. I don't know what the fuck
But
he
still,
on.
yeah, he's
Dre,
still.
Dre said he hasn't won anything, and then he said Zion was a bigger prospect.
Okay, so
But
okay,
what they
so
got to do
I'll give
anything?
you. I'll
Zion
give-
didn't win
listen,
shit either.
Listen, I'm
they
gonna
both
give
went
you.
to Duke and didn't
And
win
lost.
shit.
I'm gonna give you the last number 1 picks. And
Only
then,
difference between Zion is that he signed with Nike. He didn't sign with Clutch, but he kind of did sign with Clutch because he signed with New
Zion
Balance.
signed with
I'm
I'm
Jordan.
talking about Cooper.
I'm gonna give you the
He
last.
kind of signed with Clutch because he went. My fault.
No,
he
you
went
good,
to
you
New
good.
Balance, but he didn't sign with Clutch.
Right.
I'm gonna give you the last number 1 picks, and then you'll understand why he has so much hype. The last year's number 1 pick was Zachary
A foreigner, we don't even know.
the French guy. He's
Didn't do anything.
better,
He ain't do
better than
nothing.
that guy.
He was in the G League, actually.
Wemby. He's probably not coming in
Wemby.
bigger than Wemby.
Exactly.
Paolo.
Paulo did. do
Pablo
his
was
thing.
doing his
He
thing.
did.
He
his
does
thing.
his thing,
He doing his thing.
but this kid could possibly be better.
He I don't see him being better, but
You don't know. Cade.
don't know.
Generational talent would mean
I'm talking about first year, just coming out of first coming out.
Yeah, I give you that.
First year he's better.
depends on where you go.
Cade, first year he's better. Anthony Edwards, not better. Zion, not better only because of injuries, but Zion had the potential. DeAndre Ayton, better. Marco Fultz, better. Ben Simmons, better. Cat.
Whoa, Ben
Markel
Simmons.
Folks got fucked.
Ben Simmons, bro, don't
Yeah,
do that.
Marquez Folk. He
Simmons
fucked.
is
got
ass.
And Markov Fultz, bro, don't do that.
He got
Markel
fucked.
No,
Fultz was
I'm
hurt.
talking about their first. I'm talking about first year. Their first year out
Markel
of the league.
Fultz got
fucked
what?
up.
Coming
got
out of
fucked.
college.
He got hurt that first year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but coming out of college,
He didn't get
this
No,
hurt.
they
was a-
set his ass on
Yeah,
the
he
bench.
did.
They
No,
set
I'm
his
saying-
ass on the
I'm saying-
bench.
I'm saying,
For
come
Ben
out,
Simmons to look good.
coming out of college,
Yeah, they fucked Markel.
coming out of college.
Fultz.
This kid is better than those players.
I don't know if he better than Markel Folks.
They
coming
play
out
two
of
different
college.
Markel
positions.
Fultz didn't
I
do
can't
shit.
say honestly. I can't say he better than Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons just don't shoot the fucking ball.
Ben Simmons was trash.
But you got to look at this. You
Ben
got to look
Simmons
at
wasn't even
this.
good at LSU.
But he
Wait,
deserves
wait.
this hype. He's
Jaleel
this hype
Okafor-
is not
Where
undeserved.
did Jaleel Okafor get drafted at?
Jaleel
He
Okafor
was
got
second.
drafted at second or third.
He was second.
I
What
stand.
about other big man from Duke?
I don't think nobody has came to the league
After-
and did what
after Jaleel
Bron
Okafor
did
was
that went
there?
number one though.
That was Anthony. That was
No
Anthony
number
Davis.
ones have done.
No, from Duke.
I don't-
Big man name.
I get what you're saying. Generational talent. I don't think he that.
That's what because you could
Generational talent would mean Bron.
right
think
because
that's
the
I'm
the
changing the
media
league.
keep making it seem like he's generational talent, and I don't see it. Now he's good. Now I believe he's gonna come in the league and do his thing, but just don't overhype him to him with like he generational talent. That's what I'm on.
But what they supposed to do?
Yeah.
They supposed to make this draft class just ass? They don't supposed to hype nobody?
Now I'm saying hype him, but don't give him that generational talent tag, man. Don't,
But he kind of is.
Bro.
If he been the number one
I
player in
think
this
high
dude-
school,
this dude
he
can
lived up
ball.
to expectations in college.
He's better than any player that came out of college last year.
Yeah.
And he's better than any player that's come out of college this
Exactly.
year.
Hey, I
and he's
see
better
it.
than any player that's came out of college not named Wemby in the last 5 years.
man, look. All I'm saying
And
is,
then
Just
Yeah,
a hater.
hey, I ain't hating on the kid. I seen the kid
He's just
play.
hating on the pick.
Shit.
He's hating on the pick.
Motherfucker, look,
Because the Bulls
my
think
team
it.
is North Carolina. He
Oh,
whooped
so-
our ass twice.
Would you be this upset? Would you be this upset with
if
his
he-
hype if he was
if he
going
went
to the Bulls?
Or if he went to North
I
Carolina.
still would be upset. The simple fact is, think about this.
This man lying.
No, I'm dead serious. Think about this. The reason why he going where he going, I almost look at it in the aspect of when Melo got drafted and they didn't want Detroit to have Melo. He going to a stacked team already.
Why they want Detroit to have Melo?
Because he would have won a championship.
He would've won a
Before
chip.
LeBron.
Championship and LeBron
Before
would have been
LeBron.
ass out of there.
Exactly.
LeBron. Wanna be LeBron.
He going to a stacked team already now.
That's why LeBron had to go play with D Wade to kill his career.
Hey, I told them that JT they
Come on, man.
People to
Come on, man.
they
Look,
Next
look,
topic.
look,
Watch
Next
what
topic.
Dre about to say. Watch what Dre about to say.
People had win though.
Watch what Dre
Look,
about to say. I
06,
try to break
06,
it down
look,
to him.
06, D Wade win the championship.
Tell him what I told
Yeah.
him. JT.
07, LeBron
He go to the
magically
final.
go to the final.
Tell him what I told him,
Get
JT.
swept.
I told him that JT
And
they
then
ain't want to
D-Wade,
listen to him.
look.
Talk
then
that
he
shit
went-
to him, JT.
He went to
Talk that shit to him, JT. They ain't wanna listen to me.
He went to Miami literally.
Talk
the
that
year-
shit to him.
the
They
year-
ain't want to listen to
the year
him.
he went to Miami that summer. The summer he went to Miami. D Wade had one of the
Get
best
that shit
careers of
off.
his life.
You know who
He
he,
supposed to
sounds
be
like?
MVP in
He sounds like the
2009.
dude
He
from
was
How
supposed to
Hot
be-
Get
What was-
'Em.
what was-
yeah.
No.
Method Man.
What
What was the
Dre?
punchline?
What you about to say?
What was the punchline? What was the punchline?
No, I'm just saying. D Wade was having a great career, and then they was like, "You got to go over there and play with him before he win another championship."
Hey, Dre said below expectations in college, Duke was the #1 team and he missed game-winning shots in conference championship and Elite Eight.
College and then
Yeah.
NBA.
I mean, he got. I
college and
mean,
NBA.
to be honest, they gonna hype him up because
I don't care about that.
race play a factor. So
Because my
And
sources.
shut up. Hey, wait. And not only
My
top of this,
sources was
think
telling
about
me
this though. They want
that
a born American player to be the face of the league.
they got some.
You
but
know, hey,
listen,
I ain't
What?
calling you
Ain't about
Pancho
to be
no
the-
more.
my sources
Ain't
is
about to
telling
be
me
I'm not calling you Pancho no more.
they purposely had better options, better plays to run in Duke, but the higher ups was controlling Duke offense to make them run certain plays for him.
Hey, this nigga's name Sources now. This nigga's name Sources.
That's a true story though.
That's
a
crazy.
true story though.
If it's true, it's crazy. So
Be that crazy,
Coach Dre put down former
Sound crazy,
player and
though.
media,
I
good
hate
or
to say
bad
that
for,
shit.
for the sport.
Former what?
Former player and media, good or bad for the sport.
Former player media is good for the
Good.
sport.
Yeah, it make us.
It's good.
It's great.
Great. Awesome.
We get all the stories.
Wonderful.
I think it's great if
draw
we
us in
don't
more.
get Charles Barkley.
What? Charles
wow.
Barkley bring the
Barkley
entertainment
great.
side to it.
Hey,
Charles Barkley funny.
hey, Charles, he be doing his thing on
Do his
TNT.
thing. I get what you're saying.
Like
Like his
calling-
take on
And now they finna
basketball
be on
is trash.
ESPN.
Hey, the things he
His
said about
his takes is trash, but his
what he's-
overall
how he
is
talk about
entertaining.
ESPN
I
on
don't-
TV is hilarious.
I don't like old bitter niggas who aren't smart and never won nothing.
But his whole thing is he covered the NBA. He bring the entertainment to it, so it makes it.
Nobody care what
Nobody
he
care
says.
what he
It's
says.
funny.
we just
about the game.
tolerate it because he's funny and slow.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Like we tolerate Donald Trump.
Oh,
That's another-
oh. Hey,
He funny.
Yeah,
I for every I mean I don't care for Charles Barkley because of the
You
fact
take it
that he
too
just
serious.
doesn't make any points. I would
don't.
much rather have, you know who I'd much rather have
Shaq don't either.
John Wall.
why?
Why?
John, have you ever heard John Wall's commentary?
But we don't listen to Charles Barkley for the.
Would you-
direct-
okay,
nobody
for the-
listen to
take that back.
Charles
for the
Barkley.
Would you,
commentary.
instead of having John Wall, would you,
You got
rather have
Kenny for
Gilbert
that.
Arenas up there?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
No.
no, Gilbert,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
Over
Gilbert.
Charles Barkley.
Yes.
You got Kenny
Yes.
for that. You got Kenny the Jet Smith
No.
for that.
Nah.
Kenny Jet Smith break the basketball
Why
down.
y'all,
Well,
why y'all like Gilbert so much?
Gilbert is
He's
way more entertaining.
hilarious.
Way more entertaining than Charles Barkley.
He
and,
is.
and he makes points.
but
He make bias points
Yeah.
at times.
It be biased though, bro.
It'd be biased because he's
He a Lakers
proving his
fan, he a
point.
Lakers
Dre,
fan.
Dre said Charles
Stop. So you
never
like
finishes his points.
But that's
Charles never
that ain't-
finishes his
He never
sentence.
But that ain't what he's
That is
there
a fact,
for.
Dre.
He doesn't.
That ain't
That
what-
definitely is a
listen,
fact.
Charles Barkley is
That's
not there
hilarious
to
when you
make
catch
an
that too.
accurate basketball
Nah,
point.
he's just funny.
You got Kenny the Jet Smith for that.
Because
Charles Barkley just come and talk Charles Barkley shit, and it give good ratings. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
We don't care about him talking basketball. for
Fire
real.
Charles hired
Breaking it down.
Gill.
Look, we laugh at
No.
him for. They got a whole segment where we laugh at him for picking his picks.
Yeah,
Because nobody
believe that
believe
shit.
that shit.
Just entertainment.
Speaking of picks, we're gonna go ahead and do our guess who. Let me go to the notes that Coach sent me. Appreciate you, Coach Dre, for hooking this up. So this is a guess who for the audience, and also for us. So we'll start with this one. 3 NBA championships, NBA Finals MVP, 5-time All-Star. All defensive first team 6 times. All NBA first team 1 time. Second team 1 time. Has his jersey retired by his former team. And he's a Hall of Famer.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade.
No.
Really?
Wait, what? To go through the stats again?
3-time NBA champion. 1-time MVP. 5-time All-Star.
No, he's been an All-Star more than that.
6-time defensive first team. All NBA team 1 time. Second team 1 time. Jersey retired Hall of Fame.
He got 3 championships.
Yes. 3 rings.
I was about to say Tony Parker, but he got more than.
And he won defensive.
You say he won?
I can give you. I can break it up into post Shaq, pre Shaq, because that's a good way to break it up. This guy was pre Shaq.
Oh, I'm not gonna know this. Then.
Ooh, appreciate.
You should.
Scotty?
No, Scotty
got
ain't
6.
He ain't never won.
He got 6. And he ain't won no Finals MVP.
Damn, was this
That was way off.
pre
Free
Shaq?
Shaq?
And what Shaq came in was a 90.
This was pre Shaq.
He was in the league with Shaq then, or before Shaq came in.
This is pre 2000.
Ooh,
So that on. I can give it to you.
It got to be somebody on Boston or the Lakers.
He played in the East.
It got to be somebody on Boston. Then.
He's
Was he a center?
One Finals MVP.
He's got a Finals MVP. Yeah,
Don't tell him.
I'll give it to you because for time's sake.
Go ahead.
Dennis Johnson.
Dennis Johnson.
Who the fuck is that?
He played for the
played
fucking
for the
Celtics,
Celtics.
bro.
I was about to
You say you're the
it had
biggest
to be-
Celtics fan.
It had to be a Celtics.
you don't remember
Bro.
Dennis Johnson?
You know how long ago that was?
It was.
It had to be.
Like, how the hell was I supposed to know
Well,
that?
he was just watching the damn documentary.
He won his first ring in '79, but '79 wasn't that far
What
ago.
the fuck? I was born in '97.
Milwaukee.
I mean, you kind of gave it away. I had to. If you know the
Damn, I was a
Celtics,
junior in
yeah.
high school, bro.
Oh my
Damn,
God.
you
All
young.
right, I'll give you the. I'll give you the
like
other
60.
one. I'll give you the other one.
Cracking jokes.
10,000 career points, 3,000 career rebounds, averaged five rebounds a game, averaged 18 points a game, averaged 6 assists a game, played 576 games.
Shit.
Rookie of the year, rookie first team, 3-time All-Star. He was a second team All-American, first team All-ACC, and his jersey number 23 is honored by the University of Maryland. That might have gave it too much away, but I don't think
That's fine now.
23 by Maryland.
Yeah,
And you say he was an All-Star?
he was a 3-time NBA All-Star.
he played for Maryland.
Average 18, 5, and 6.
Only people I can remember playing. Damn.
What-
Only people
what
I can
Juan
remember.
Dixon was?
That's the
Juan
only people
Dixon.
but Juan Dixon then what number 23? He
That's what I
wore,
was about to say.
he wore 1.
I'll give you one hint. He's under 6'5".
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Steve Francis.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Steve Francis did go to Maryland. Ah, gosh, yeah,
Who the fuck is that?
that's good.
bro.
Stop, man.
Dang.
Bro.
You don't know who
Hey,
Steve Francis
chill.
is?
You need,
That's
hey,
crazy.
you need to look at past stuff, man. Come on, man.
No,
Chill.
he don't
You
even-
gotta
come
know
on.
who Steve
You gotta
Francis
get him
is.
on a. You gotta get him.
That's
on a,
nuts.
You gotta get him on the Sesame Street podcast. That's sports podcast, bro. Put him on the PBS podcast.
I ain't
You know what I'm
never
saying?
heard of that.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn,
we discuss
fam.
Barney and lamb chopping shit. Man.
Yo, you really ain't know who Steve Francis is?
No.
Bro, you never seen Steve Francis dunk on somebody?
Hey,
No.
what'd he say? I was born in 97, but Steve Francis was playing.
He was playing all throughout the 2000s, bro.
Well, he
Steve
was
Francis was one of the
Dude, I didn't start.
He
I
was
didn't
10
start
in
watching
2007.
NBA till like 2008.
He was 10 in
The
2007.
notes asked a question: who's better between the two?
Who? Between
Dennis, and Steve Francis.
Like far as skill wise,
Steve Francis.
just overall.
Dennis, just because he got the 3 rings.
'cause
no, he
So
said
he was
you
on the
talking about
Celtics.
with the career impact as well.
I mean, for me, it's like career would be Dennis, but
Yeah,
actual
but actual
overall better
talent.
player
It's
is
Steve Francis.
Steve Francis is better talent.
For sure.
Yeah. Make sure you give some love to the WNBA. They just kicked off their season, man.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
WNBA kicked off their season. I will be going to some Chicago Sky games.
too.
Chicago
I'll be going
Sky
too.
lost to the
Fever
Fever. Angel Reese got 2 flagrant fouls.
No, it was what's the name got a flagrant foul as well.
Yeah. She
Clark.
she didn't
Caitlin
do-
Clark.
Caitlin Clark got a flagrant, but it wasn't really a flagrant.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
She played it
and,
off.
Nafise Collier, she stopped Paige Beckers from winning her first game. Averaged 34 that game. The Ace just lost to New York
And
Liberty.
the Ace cut that one girl.
They got Julie Lloyd. She just went over there in the offseason, but
They cut the girl that was out there balling in the preseason, hitting game winners and stuff.
oh, you talking about old girl that was from North Carolina? She transferred to Oregon. She got cut.
got cut.
Damn.
Yeah, they said that the WNBA is the hardest league to stay in.
You got to think about because they don't have enough teams.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully in 5-6
But-
years that's not the case.
But next year, that's gonna change because everybody
Bring
that
3 teams in, right?
yeah, everybody like they call the Valkyrie. They just started today.
The what?
In
That's the
San
Golden State,
Francisco, yeah, in Golden State, and then next year you're supposed to be bringing in Portland and the team in Toronto, but they supposed to be negotiating a CBA deal because everybody that signed this year only signed a 1-year deal. So they're gonna be bigger, they're gonna be better, and then you got to think about it. You got Olivia Miles still coming out. Juju Watkins will be out soon. Hannah Hadog will
I
be
think
out
she's gonna
soon.
come back strong. Since
Yeah.
we talking about the Achilles injury.
She young as hell, so she should.
Oh yeah.
No, she tore her ACL.
I was still ACL.
Yeah, she gonna come back.
She'll be all right. I got a shout out to Kelsey Plume. She dropped 37 the other night.
Yeah.
I am a Los Angeles Sparks fan through and through. Always have been. I'm
dropped.
riding
You a
since.
Dodger fan too?
I mean, if they're
Likes
not
the
if they're not
Yankees.
playing the Yankees,
Hold up. Hey, ask him this question.
You from LA?
Who is this number one girl in the whole wide world? He can't say it live because he can get in trouble.
Nah, she know. That's her doppelganger. My baby know. That's her doppelganger.
your-
Because they look alike.
You know who's the number one girl?
Jeannie Buss.
That's his number one girl,
Yeah,
bro.
I got my own personal Jeannie Buss.
Jenny Buss a little sexy though. She got to be. How old is Jenny Buss? She still
think
look
she
young
like-
as shit, man.
She ain't got to be in her 60s.
Yeah, she got to be. In her
She was
60s,
married
so
to
she still
motherfucking,
look good. Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
63.
Yeah, that's
My-
what I'm saying.
Jenny
63.
Buss look good for 63 for a white woman, bro.
My baby look way better than Jeannie Buss.
Well, she younger probably.
Yeah,
You really said that on live camera?
yeah. My baby look way better. She's watching right now. She'll tell you. My baby look way better than Jeannie Buss.
She look way better.
I got
10 times better than Jeannie Buss
I got you.
But she kind of resembles
on an off day. But yeah, but that's
what you do.
just white women now.
Yeah.
I can't say that. No, I'm messing with you. I love you, baby. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh, man.
But we'll go ahead and get out of here. We appreciate you guys rocking with us, especially if you rocked with us live. Again, next week we're gonna be having layup parlays, giving us some parlays for us to give you guys. My
Some
nigga I
nigga
met
you
on
just
Instagram.
met?
That's that nigga I just met. Hey, he cool as
That's
shit too.
wild.
I don't even know what this nigga look like. He ain't got a
crazy.
picture or nothing.
What?
But on his Instagram, it's
Come
just
on, man.
it's just pics.
Don't send people off there.
No, it's on his Instagram. It's just
That's,
pictures.
that's really Mark, bro.
It's just
Don't
his
fall for that
parlays.
shit. That's really Mark, bro.
It's Mark the whole time.
Yeah, that's him the whole
wild.
time.
That's
bro.
crazy.
Don't fall for that.
That would
shit,
be you.
man.
I'm from South Carolina,
Yeah,
making
bro.
shit up.
Wow.
But we appreciate you guys rocking with us. If you were rocking live, thank you very much for tuning in. If you're on the recorded, definitely drop us some love in the comments. Tell us what you guys want to see, what you guys are expecting for us next week. Along with that, like I said, we will be going live and doing remote pods and doing post game shows. So instead of watching Ernie and Shaq and them boring you to death, you can get our analysis. We'll break down the games afterwards after each finals game with the Knicks and the Timberwolves. So we thank you guys for chilling with us. That's you. I'm taking all the bad bitches. Hey, look, go get yourself in trouble on recorded line. But again, thank you. It was a vibe. It was real. This is the panel. They call me Swill, and we will see you guys very, very soon.
Deuces out.
Adios.